KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the World Famous KROQ.
Here we go. Welcome. How the hell it goes at Klein Alley Show. Hold on. Let me get Allie in. There you go. What's up, Allie?
Hey, what's up, Klein?
Good morning. Allie has gone full-on sweatpants, dirty T-shirt. She has given up on the year, and it's Thursday.
She's gone nutso.
She's gone full nutso already. Look at that.
I also have been doing my makeup in the car on the way here.
Nice.
Every day this week.
That's great. I didn't even know you had on makeup, so.
Thank you so much.
It's a funny look, though, you put together. It's kind of saying, like, I'm just not going to switch out of my pajamas and get into real clothes.
These are daytime pajamas.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would never wear these to sleep. These are only outdoor daytime sweats.
But that's like that's like the type of shirt you would sleep in. That's like a sleep shirt. No?
No, I would never sleep in something this nice. Are you kidding?
Really? Something.
This is way too nice to sleep in. I'm not going to waste this on a sleep.
I think you're right, though. I think I
got
screwed
this
up.
on Sheen.
I'm wearing jeans like a sucker. I should be in sweatpants right now.
It feels great.
Yeah, I know.
My ass is just kind of
loose.
Yeah, it's loose. It's going up against the sweat
I'll wear
material.
PJs tomorrow.
If you want to see what Allie looks like in this sleep attire, you can check out the stream. We are currently on YouTube and, of course, live on KROQ.
These are nice sweats.
I get it, but I'm just saying you made the decision. You kind of said, I'm not fully gonna
Fancy sweats.
I'm not gonna fully get dressed
sweats.
and go into society today. I'm gonna kind of half it.
Yeah, exactly. And last night, my kid had McDonald's for dinner.
Wow.
I was like, you know what? It just took a hard right turn right into the drive-thru, and I was like, this is happening. It's just been not that way the past few days.
I'm going to show you what I gave my kids for dinner. This is exactly how long my wife's been out of town. Check that out.
Whoa.
Remember
What's kid cuisine?
Remember those things? Oh, dude,
is that the same? Is the same as the ones when we were kids?
I think they are. I think they've been banned from a lot of
It's
states.
the same ones he bought when he was a kid.
Yeah, I bought those. I had those when I was a kid. Those like TV dinners. I think I only got them like maybe one time growing up because my parents thought they were like special or
Oh
something.
yeah, because your parents were like health nuts.
My mom
okay?
tried to keep things healthy, and like she's like, and if I had to like make friends based on if they had good junk food, because I would never get it in my house. It was the worst. But these things, Omar, you ever give these to your kids?
You know what? I'm having a hard time picturing them. I don't think I've ever heard of kid cuisine.
They're like TV dinners for kids.
It's a frozen. It's got rainbow writing. There's like a penguin with a basketball like hanging out on the front, and then they have like, it's got like mac and cheese, corn, nuggets.
Okay,
and
it's ringing a bell now. Yeah,
and like a brownie or something like that. But really, I think all the kids do is eat the brownie.
Yeah, the mac and cheese.
Maybe, but it's for the most part it's junk. But I think you get like that whole meal is like 99 cents.
Really?
They're
awesome.
They're real cheap, dude.
Well,
and they're like they're in kind of the sad reject section of like the frozen aisle of the grocery store. Yeah, because
you're a bad parent if you buy them.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I felt like.
For like the single dads,
right,
It's like here, yeah.
It was in the
you're doing a good job.
This is day 3 of you being a single dad, and you're already out of the kid cuisine.
It was in the divorcee aisle at Ralph's, where they just have things like one can of tuna fish and frozen TV dinners.
Yeah, so it's just every single. But you know what?
It's just that one razor. It's just all things for single dads.
Aww.
The saddest aisle
we
of the store.
had a time in America when TV dinners were like the it thing, and I wish we had been raised in that era.
TV trays?
Yeah, it was like TV dinners and TV trays. Guess what, everyone? You don't have to cook. You can just put this in a microwave or an oven, and then boom, you have dinner.
And the funny thing about that is that's before TVs were even good. Like, TVs sucked then, and the shows were sucky then.
But, no, it was like, let's heat up the TV dinner and watch the show.
Right, the show.
There was just one.
It was like, I think Johnny Carson's starting. Grab the TV dinner. But, like, you had no choices.
That's a weird time to eat dinner.
Well, whatever. Get the point I'm making. Trying to but now, right, because the reality is now, most of us are watching something while we're eating, which everyone says is terrible. But we're sitting at a table like a sucker, and we should be sitting there at a table for one in front of the TV. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, and then I think that there were a lot of different types of TV trays out there, and now I feel like Jake, you have a TV tray, right?
Of course he does.
Oh, that's like a big one, wooden one, but I'm talking about those small, like little metal ones that were low.
The ones that you would just sit on the couch and would come right up to you, right?
Well, no, those are like that's a bigger one. But like ones you like sit on the floor, like they just go over your legs almost.
I think those are for designed for your bed.
Yeah, I think those are for people who are bedridden, Jake.
Yeah.
Not for the floor, you idiot.
Yeah, for the floor. Were you really eating on the floor?
I was a little kid. I don't know.
Aw, cute.
Jake, you still have? Isn't your
Put
current
the little poopy kid on the floor?
Isn't your Jake? Isn't your current dining room table though a TV tray? I thought it was.
It is. It's a nice one.
Yeah. But
that's a nice one.
It's gray wood.
Yeah, that's his current
table.
Oh,
Gray wood.
that is nice.
So could you have three people eat a meal in your place at the same time?
Yeah, if I put my TV tray into where the kitchen is and we all sit around it, sure.
So you're like there up next to him like a high chair?
Yeah, we all have chairs around. We divide the TV tray into thirds.
Well, Jake, I'm going to send you one of these kid cuisines. I think you'll like it.
Oh, yeah, eat it.
Look at us. We have nice TV trays, nice sweats. We're doing okay.
Yeah, hey. If you don't think we've given up yet on 2024, you have not yet listened to this show. We'll make it worth your while today, though. Get you into Six Flags, Magic Mountain, a couple of tickets for that. Another one of them countdowns as we look back at some of the dumbest things we've done this year. I think today we're going to celebrate some of the original songs we brought to you over 2024 and much more. It all starts next, KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. We got a lot to give you. It's better to give than to receive this time of year, but we will start by giving you $100 of Allie's money. And we were talking about doing something special for the final Allie Knows the News of the year, which technically is tomorrow, but tomorrow's a Pick Your Poison Friday. And someone did give us an interesting suggestion, and I want to get your thoughts on this. I know you're not going to like this, but for the people that are playing that potentially are going to win some money right now, I think they're going to love this idea.
Stories of the year?
No, this is about Allie Knows the News right here.
No, I'm saying would the change be to do headlines from the entire year?
Yes, it would be news from the year. No, it has to do with money. It has to do with how you pay the people.
I know. Move on. Boop, next.
Well, hold on. Listen to this, because this person put some thought.
Thank you for your consideration and thought. I will consider it next.
This person actually put some thought into it. Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right message.
I was listening to your show today, and it occurred to me that Allie knows nothing about male penises.
Oh, that's not the right message.
That's a new segment.
But that is very true. Allie knows the
knows
news,
nothing.
and Allie does not know anything about male penises. That is also.
I just get questions about male penises every day.
That is also very true. Allie knows nothing about penises, how they work, why we have them.
Hey, my time with them was short-lived. Okay, now, I have not seen one other than my kids in many, many years, so I don't really know how they work anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if
they've evolved a lot.
If I
over
looked
the
at one, I wouldn't know how many inches it was. I wouldn't know what it's supposed to look like, soft versus not.
Yeah, that just seems like an easy thing for you to figure out. But okay, take a listen. This was the suggestion about how we end up at Allie Knows the News. If you want to play, get on the phones now, 800-520-1067. Maybe Allie agrees to this.
Good morning, guys. Sweet Divots. I was listening to the show, I believe it was on Monday or Tuesday, where you were talking about how you were trying to think of ways to really sweeten the deal for, the last Allie Knows the News of the year. And I had an idea of, if Allie is so confident and, as a, just like a little holiday thing, the season of giving, why doesn't she have to pay a certain amount for each question that the challenger gets right?
Oh, interesting theory. Not just beating Allie, but every question's worth $100.
Dollar a question, actually? I love it.
Not $1 a question.
Or for every one that she gets wrong.
Oh, I like that too.
Guys, this is... Do you realize that I am putting up $100 of my own money every single day?
That's right. Technically, by this point, Allie could be down $50,000. Maybe more.
This is my kid's college education going down the drain.
Kid's not going to college.
Well.
Yeah. I've seen him playing the rock garden.
He's ate too many pebbles.
College ain't in his future. Let's just accept that now.
It's actually graduated to marbles, Jake.
All right, thank you for the
Don't put him in a
suggestion.
pool, he's going to sink.
If you would like $100 of Allie's money the easy way, who knows how much it'll end up being, give us a call now. We got 5 questions about stuff going on in the world. It'll teach you something and potentially even earn you some profit. So we'll do that after this quick break at 800-520-1067. That is next.
Do your last-minute Christmas shopping at KROQ.
Clean up an aisle 1067.
Where we are literally giving away thrills, not socks. Listen every hour from 9 to 7 to win a pair of tickets to Six Flags Magic Mountain's Holiday in the Park.
Select evenings now through January 5th.
Celebrate 10 years of cheer with over 2 million dazzling lights. A meet and greet with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Festive shows, entertainment, and more.
Nothing says holiday spirit quite like hanging upside down going as fast as Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve.
The scammiest of all the scams going on, I'd have to imagine, are the pet psychics. But it's a booming business now, to the point.
I would say life coaches and pet psychics.
Yeah, and if you are one of these people, and if your business card actually says both of those on there, I bet you the back of your card says free at Vistaprint. But I also bet that it is, for some reason, it's one of these things where who can call if someone is if your life coach is getting free business cards at Vistaprint, you want to find a different life coach.
They need their own life coach.
Here's the thing, though, the pet psychic. It's like in some ways, people want to believe so much that they are communicating with their animals. They can't speak English to each other, so I can communicate. And if the animals no longer with us, I get it. I lost a dog recently. It's very sad. I still think about Chloe a lot, but
as a dog psychic yourself, Klein, have you been able to speak to Chloe?
All the time. I know exactly what she's doing. And
what is she doing?
She's urinating on God's rug right now. And the reality is, if you'd like to connect with a pet, present and or past pet, you can call us at 800-520-1067. I will give you a free connection with your animal, something that would cost you normally hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And a lot of these pet psychics, the really good ones, you can't even get with them because the wait is like 2-3 years.
Yeah, one of the last ones we talked to, I think it was like a 3-year wait list. And Klein will not only talk to your dead dog, but will also read the mind of your current dog, because that's what some of these psychic mediums do.
Dog, cat, hamster, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and turn. I was also a skeptic, but
What's Kibby thinking?
Kibby's thinking, please end it.
Yeah.
Kill me.
I know that too, and
she likes it.
Kibby wants out of that relationship so badly, and everyone knows that. You don't have to have special power.
Yeah,
and
don't pay $1 for that advice.
800-520-1067. I'll only have time for a few of them, so you got to get through early, because if not,
he's going to have a wait list by the time we're done here.
I will also be back jammed through 2028.
Well, the reason that we're bringing this up too is that there was another dog medium / pet medium who was speaking out about whether or not dogs can see ghosts, and she seems to think that all dogs can see ghosts, but not all humans can see ghosts. So you have to be in tune with your dog and connecting with your dog in order for them to tell you whether you're in a house that is full of ghosts and whether they're threatening spirits and all that stuff. And if you have a dog who is having weird behavior, they of course can sense that stuff because they have a sixth sense that humans don't have.
They can smell better, they can hear better, they can see better. And
sense, general sense of your surroundings and whether or not energy is weird.
This is why they claim that if you look at any of these videos that get released after an earthquake hits, they go like the dogs were being all weird and squirmy, sometimes even like an hour before the earthquake, because they could sense it or whatever else is going on. And they got the dogs that are supposedly can smell out cancer, right? They can just go up, and you hear these stories every once in a while. Oh, the dog would just come up and start licking my knee for no reason, and then the guy gets the knee biopsy and they find out he's got cancer there.
Yeah, and then think about how many people don't date a person because their dog didn't like that person, because they trust that their dog knew something that they didn't about that person, like they have darkness inside of them and the dog knows.
Let me try this. Let me see if my powers are still as good as they once were. 800-520-1067. Diana.
Hi.
Hi. I want you to think of the animal that I'm going to connect with, okay?
Okay.
I'm sensing the letter B. What is your animal's name?
My animal's name was Orion.
But he was a boy?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
That's right.
Good job, Klein.
Thank you. That's where I got the B. So we're on the same
That's where I
page.
got the B.
And I'm sensing I'm seeing a chihuahua. I'm seeing a small to medium-sized dog.
Is that right?
No.
Hold on. I didn't
Not
finish.
a dog.
Okay. Well, that's why. Let me finish it. It's playing with a cat.
Okay. All right.
Orion is a cat.
He was a cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Small
Wow.
cat. So look at what we've already gotten to. And Orion is no longer with us.
No.
Yeah, okay. And I am sensing that Orion passed very suddenly.
He did, actually.
Whoa.
Okay, here we go. And I'm seeing a car.
No car.
No, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing outside the KROQ studios now. Hold on one second. I'm seeing a lump.
Okay, that's kind of close.
Yeah, okay. Allie, stop laughing at her dead cat.
I'm not laughing at the cat.
I'm sensing a lump that ended up being
Totally fine.
no. This was not a lovely lady lump, Allie. This was a problem.
Oh.
What happened? The cat had cancer?
No, he actually
Right. No, I know.
had
Don't
a
tell
heart
me.
condition.
A heart condition.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
You just repeated what she said.
Don't worry.
You just have to do.
Here, I want you to know something. Your cat right now, this is the most important part of the whole reading. She's doing great.
Uh-huh.
And she's thinking about you right now. and she wants.
It's a he.
Oh, right.
Boy, B for boy.
Hold on, shut up.
Where you got the B?
He wants me to tell you that he's a she now in the afterlife. Okay.
That's what he truly
Because
wanted.
it's Pride Month.
Yes, exactly, for Pride Month. And listen, I don't know what this means, but I'm sensing a blanket. There's a blanket. I don't know if there was a blanket that she really liked, or a blanket that you like, or you've ever bought a blanket.
Yes, I own multiple blankets.
Oh my God, crazy! I own multiple.
If you're not if you guys are not a believer yet, I mean, this is like.
Oh my God, let's see if you can do
got it, Klein. I think you did.
All right.
great.
Do you feel better now that you've been reconnected with whatever
his name?
whatever the hell?
100%.
Okay, good. All right.
That's nice.
All right, that's why we're here.
That's why
Thank
you do it, Klein, because you want to help.
I just want to help. I just want to help, Allie. I'm just a helper.
Give people closure.
Let me say hi to Rebecca. Rebecca,
Hey, good morning.
did you just hear the miracle that took place over the airwaves of KROQ?
I did.
Don't even tell me what kind of animal we're dealing with. I'm going to figure it out, all right? You thinking about your animal?
I am.
All right. Dead bird, right?
No.
Okay. A live dog.
Yes.
See?
Whoa.
And that alive dog did at one point bring a dead bird into the house, correct?
No.
You haven't found it yet. It's there. Show. Let's pay the people every morning right around this time. Allie's got a couple $100 to give you before the end of the year, and right now you could be $100 richer if you're on the phone at 800-520-1067 for some Allie Knows the News.
She likes eating tacos and sometimes sausage, too. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Round of sausage.
She loves to give herself a round of sausage.
I brought a round of sausage today.
Loves it. Tacos and sausage, her two favorite foods.
She gets angry on the radios because of her long interviews.
Okay.
Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
They're
you guys
thrilling.
Are stupid asshole.
You are stupid asshole.
Yesterday, Omar, I don't know, what was her tantrum yesterday? She's called us stupid assholes before. That's usually when she's reaching her breaking point.
Yeah, something, man, I have the audio here. I haven't loaded it in my system.
Oh, darn. Let's move on.
No, yesterday she also snapped at us, and I forget what it was.
Here,
She
hold on.
called us a bunch of immature idiots or something.
Jesus Christ. I'm so done with this crap.
That's a beautiful end of 2024 right there. What a way to say goodbye to the year. Let me hear that.
That really pisses her off.
It's for you, 2024.
Can I request a little round of stupid assholes followed by I'm done with this crap?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is good.
Right,
this is why Omar's the audio sniper. Jake could never do this. Here we go.
Jesus Christ. I'm so done with this crap.
And then
you guys are stupid assholes.
Yeah, that's right. Take her $100 right now.
All right.
I could have done that.
Let's get it.
Go on, Jake.
Go ahead, Jake. You're up.
You guys are stupid assholes.
Beautiful.
Jesus Christ, I'm done with this crap.
All right. George in Glendale, good morning.
That was faster.
Welcome to KROQ. How goes?
that was. Yeah, there was a long pause when I did it.
Happy New Year, George, and all that stuff people are saying to each other now, I guess. Let's get into the game, give you 5 questions about the news. Hopefully we pay the people. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios.
Oh, darn.
There she goes. She's out of here, George. Hopefully you can answer these quickly, confidently, and accurately. Let's see how you do. As Allie is officially sequestered, your round of Allie Knows the News for $100 starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
Mega Millions. Someone can't seem to win it, so it's going to get even bigger. As of right now, what is the jackpot up to if you're going to play some of that Mega Millions? George.
Oh, Mega Millions, $825 million.
Go to question number 2. California is currently under a state of emergency. Why is that?
The bird flu.
Question 3. There was a brawl at what airport that resulted in people picking up the slippery floor signs and using them as weapons on each other? Which airport had a big pre-holiday travel brawl already?
Let's go San Bernardino. That sounds pretty ghetto.
All right, we go to question number 4. How dare you? It's the greatest airport that ever was and ever will be. We go to question number 4. Thousands of workers for this company have gone on strike, and as a result, your boxes may not arrive this week.
Amazon.
And finally, question number 5. This KROQ star's daughter is now readying her debut album. So get ready for a new generation of music coming from this KROQ star's daughter.
Dave Grohl.
All right, good job. You did great. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score together. 5 questions, all about stuff happening in the world. These are important stories. Allie will be back in here. I think there's a good chance we give George some money today. That's all I'm saying, Allie. That's all I'm saying. Then you'll hear her have a real tantrum. Question number 1. Allie, question 1.
Yeah.
Mega Millions. No one seems to be able to win it again, so it is now up to what dollar amount as of moments ago? This is the new jackpot it is up to right now.
I think it's like $820 million.
Oh, interesting guess. He said $825 million. Allie says $820 million. The correct answer is $825 million.
Oh, damn it.
He's already on the board early. George, love that. You're up 1-0. Go to question number 2. California is currently under a state of emergency, but why?
Because of bird flu?
He said that as well. Bird flu is here, baby. Go to question number 3, and George up 2-1. Thousands of workers.
Yep.
For this company have gone on strike, and as a result, you may not be getting your boxes this week.
That would be Amazon.
You got that as well?
Oh, damn.
George knows what's going on. Go to question number 4. A brawl at this airport resulted in many people picking up those wet floor signs and using them as weapons on each other. Which airport had a pre-holiday travel brawl already? This was a big brawl.
Sounds like a Washington Dulles thing.
How dare you? My hometown airport. That is a good guess. He said our favorite airport, San Bernardino International Airport. That would never happen.
Never.
The correct answer is Chicago O'Hare, which I think is the airport that has the longest delays of any airport, I believe. That's the one that's always...
JFK has some bad delays, too.
Yeah, but for whatever reason. So no one gets the point on that. Comes down to this final question. Allie's still down 1. This KROQ star's daughter is readying her debut album. So we can expect another generation of music from which KROQ star's daughter.
Yeah, that would be Dave Grohl's daughter.
Dave Grohl's. You know who else got that? George got that.
What? So I lost?
With a final score of 4-3 or something like that. George, congratulations. You are the winner in this round of Allie Knows the News.
Let's go, sweet divots.
$100.
Divots. Good job.
Allie will pay you just when she thought she was going to squeak out of this year without having to pay any more people. That's why she says, I'm done with this crap.
All right, I'm just going to peel a little off of all of your Christmas gifts.
Fine. That's all of our gifts, I bet, right there. George, congratulations. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Allie.
I suck, and I don't know the news.
That's right. Hold on, George and Glendale.
And George does know the news.
Congratulations, and spend your $100 wisely. Smashing Pumpkins, KROQ. either going to decide that Allie's a terrible person, or you're going to say it doesn't matter anyway, so what the hell, why not? And you will make your decision. People will be very split on this. Love to get your thoughts on the text line at 800-520-1067. But many decisions have to be made, especially this time of year, as the year comes to an end, as to how you want to reflect back on 24 and what things you have in store for you in 25.
Look,
Allie's making a decision now that I think could potentially, ruin the trust between you and your child, and that is maybe the most important thing you can have, is trust with your own child.
My kid right now has a probably 2 to 3 month long memory, and then everything resets.
That's what you think, but this core memory crap is real.
Yeah, but think about all the stuff that you remember as a kid. I don't think anyone remembers anything from years 5 and under. So I think anything under in that territory is fair game. I can say or do whatever I want.
That's what you think, and then, through long therapy sessions, something gets uncovered, and you realize that 3, mommy wore sweatpants to work.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Turn him. Well, obviously, we are traveling for Christmas, and that presents an issue of when are we telling him Christmas is taking place? Because we are going to have a Christmas at our house and then have another Christmas on actual Christmas Day. But he's just starting to grasp the concept of Santa stopping by the house, giving presents. We're just laying all that out for him to really wrap his brain around. So he's now excited about Santa coming, and every time he sees Santa, he's all excited. So when we
How old is this kid?
He'll be 3 next month.
How old is this kid?
Okay, all right, 3, all right.
Why is that?
That's just Omar delivered that line with such love and care. We don't know
what
the
is
name
it?
of
How old
Allie's
is
kid.
it now?
How old is this kid? I mean,
I just want to get a clear picture of how dumb he is.
Allie gave birth to this kid live on the air, if you remember, and then she brought her tank in and got injected in here. I mean, we were a part of this
Sperm
process.
tank, by the way.
We're pretty much almost fathers at this point. I mean, we've been around this kid so much.
All right. So
whatever his name is.
His name's Wesley, and we decided that we were going to tell him Christmas is on Sunday, and then
what is that? The 23rd, 22nd,
the 22nd. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And then
you're going to do the whole thing. Oh, you got to get to bed early. Or are you going to do make some sounds and stuff, make them believe there's reindeer on the roof? Are you going to do all that?
I think he's still a pretty deep sleeper. I don't know if I need to do the sound of hooves on the roof and crap like that.
I think you should actually walk on your roof and keep it realistic, Allie. Because if you don't,
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Santa sounds like you put on a few this year.
I mean, by Doc Martens are pretty loud. That should work. But we're going to say, Santa came, and then, we open our presents.
You're going to fake a Christmas 3 days before Christmas.
Yes, because there's going to be an actual Christmas, on the 25th, and that's when Santa really comes.
But
the
irony of this
I want to be able
situation?
to give him stuff in a fun way and explain it at home.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because he's got the tree and he's got the decorations and he's seeing the presents go under the tree.
And
we need to have some kind of closeout to that before we leave.
And traveling with presents is annoying. And
I'm not going to travel with his presents.
Right.
I mean, one of his presents is huge.
Right. Annoying to lug that around. And plus, TSA is already letting people know, reminding idiots that if you come with wrapped stuff, they're going to literally unwrap it right there at the TSA for some reason.
I don't know why that's the case when they literally have an X-ray.
It makes no sense. But they're just doing that as a real FU to let you know. We told you, don't wrap your presents. You gave me such a hard time. Many months ago, I was telling you that my kid's birthday was falling on a Wednesday, and it was not convenient. So because it fell on the day that we had to be at Two Harbors Brewfest or something. We weren't around. So I said I was just going to shift the day of her birthday and say it was on Saturday instead of Sunday. It was a one-day shift.
Yeah, but she's older, and that's a birthday.
She doesn't know that. This is a birthday, too. It's a birthday of Jesus.
Yeah, but it's not his birthday. It's Jesus' birthday. He doesn't understand.
You gave me such a hard time. I wish I had that audio.
I'm not taking away, and I'm adding one more Christmas.
You're doing 2 Christmases? This is the problem. This is why girls start celebrating their birthday for a month. It all starts with this. They can't accept
2 Christmases?
Yeah, it all starts with 2 Christmases.
I mean,
I get it. Look.
But what am I supposed to do? I can't do a Christmas when we get back. That's silly.
I know people that, for whatever reason, split up, divorce, etc., and as a result, they're doing a 2 Christmas thing too. And
I've had 2 to 3 Christmases most of my life.
And listen to this compromise I heard, because this is a similar thing, that no one wants to give up actual Christmas. So everyone's getting all upset about even if you say, oh, we'll do Christmas at mom's house on the 25th and then dad's on the 26th or whatever. Everyone goes, well, that's the 26th doesn't count. It's the 20th.
No, you have to straddle it over Christmas Eve and Christmas morning.
Yeah. No, wrong. What I actually heard is happening is they're doing it on the 24th and the 26th.
That's Christmas Eve.
No one's getting actual Christmas.
What do you mean no one's getting
because
actual
they
Christmas?
couldn't agree because they thought that was the best one to get, and they thought
So you just
whoever-
wake up and stare at each other?
Yep,
What the?
that's right.
That is not true. Nobody does that.
I know. I know.
Everyone is bidding for Christmas, and my mom wins every year.
Yeah, but how mad are all your dads that you?
They're used to it now.
Well, now they're used to it, but I'm sure at the beginning it's like a power move.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But whoever has the best guilt tripping skills wins, and that's my mother.
In this particular case, you're going to do a whole charade and pretend Christmas morning is on the 22nd.
Yes, because we want to give that experience to him at our house.
Now, what if he goes out and he's in the public in the real world on the 23rd, and some kid's talking to him, and he goes, "Hey, Santa came last night," and then this kid's like, "What are you talking about, you dumb idiot? Santa's not going anywhere till tomorrow night."
Well, what I am worried about is that he's going to continue to think that there are two Christmases.
And that's going to cause...
And he's going to be like, when's the second Christmas? And I'm going to have to explain, well, Santa only came twice that one year.
Yeah, you're creating...
But now he's only going to come once from these years moving forward.
Until this happens again.
Until...
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're creating a real problem. But I'm all for it because I can't wait till this confusion continues. It's KROQ. A lot of thoughts on the text. I'll get to the next KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Lots going on today. We will count down the top original songs we brought you over the course of the past 365 days. That'll be happening a little bit later this morning. El Cheapo on this Thrifty Thursday, the final Thrifty Thursday of the year. Would love to hear your holiday gift hacks, and there were no shortage that came through our Instagram yesterday at Klein Alley Show. That'll be coming up as well. And currently someone on the show is doing something very, very illegal. Illegal.
I told Katie about this last night, and she was appalled.
Why? That you're not doing it too? Or appalled that someone else is?
Appalled that someone else is, and appalled that I floated the idea of also doing it.
Oh, really? Oh, you want to get in on it? I actually kind of want to get in on it too.
Yeah.
Someone on the show is doing something very illegal now, but you will be jealous, and wait till you hear what it is and what they're doing, and we want to find out what illegal things you're currently involved in. A lot of thoughts on this. Allie is convinced that she needs to bamboozle her own kid into believing Christmas is on Sunday because it's more convenient for her travel plans. Brenda, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi. So I really think Allie should just let him open some gifts before they leave. You know, explain to him these are for Mom, but Santa's going to come. And when they get home, he'll be super surprised because he gets to open presents with the family and then on their own.
Yeah, I mean, presents are really the big, if you're a kid especially, that's all that really matters. I don't think you get all, I mean, yes, the whole idea of the Santa's cool, but like the idea that you get a few early ones, hey, some bonus, some ones early, get a few of these.
Do you think I should take the credit, though, and say this was not Santa, this was Mommy?
Yeah, you could say it was a collab or something, you know.
I'm sure he understands what the collab is.
Everyone knows what that is these days. A lot of different things. People, I didn't realize how many people fake the date of Christmas over the years, according to the text line.
Yeah, 657. My dad was a firefighter, and we had Christmas early all the time, and we never knew, but it was great because we thought Santa came especially early just for us. Other people saying that they've had 2 over the course of many years and that they have had no problems. 323, I'm on Klein's side. Why are you making things complicated? You gave him so much crap about his kid's birthday. But the problem with that was that she was still in school and the teachers were correcting her on her own birthday.
No, that's true.
That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
when this happens, he will be done with school. There's not going to be anybody out there going, hey, wait a minute. You're an idiot. Christmas is not today.
818 actually had a good idea. They said, just tell him that 2 Christmases come only once every 50 years, and it won't be your problem the next time it happens.
And then when he's 52 years old, he's like, Mom.
2 Christmases.
It's 2 Christmases.
Mama said. We'll come back with your first look at what's actually going on in the world. The ADD News is next. Then we'll give you stuff, including tickets to Aziz Ansari in Long Beach and Six Flags Magic Mountain. The gifting continues. Oh, also, we were going to start going through some of the crap in our office. I think it's almost that time. We should probably start doing that today. Vanessa, we got piles of stuff we got to get rid of because we got to come back to a cleaner office. And stuff that we may think is trash could actually be treasures for people who listen to this show.
We actually just got a Christmas gift from a listener as well. There's a box in there, a mystery box.
Let's go ahead and re-gift that real quick. We'll be right back. More show next.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Postmaster Johnny's entered the KROQ studios now. You're going to get inside of his brain in just a moment. Chance for you to win some tickets and bragging rights. And, of course, Johnny Doesn't Know has become a bit of a staple around these parts. Although people are very upset about Johnny Doesn't Know. I don't want to... let's not waste time with the
naysayers.
The naysayers. I mean, there's a ton of messages here about Johnny, and I don't want to...
This message is for Douchemaster Johnny.
Douchemaster Johnny. I don't like these names, Johnny. I don't know why people are upset about things.
But let's play them anyways.
Let's. You're right, Johnny.
Let's play them, though.
Good point, Johnny.
Go ahead.
Let's play them anyway.
Yeah. Calling out men for rolling their backpack.
This guy's mad that you don't like.
Okay, he's a roller then.
This guy rolls his backpack. He's a man who rolls his backpack, and Johnny says he's got a problem with any man that rolls their backpack.
Telling him to grow up to be a man. How about stop watching SpongeBob? Stop quoting SpongeBob. Stop learning stuff from SpongeBob.
Yep.
Why don't you grow up and be a man, Johnny?
See, this guy's very upset. You really struck a nerve with that guy.
He hit me hard right there.
I love that you're like, all right, that's enough. I will not take this
attack
bashing of backpack rollers. What a cause to be passionate about.
Well, Johnny did claim in his last round of Johnny Thoughts that there's something about a man that rolls a backpack that makes him really question if that's even a man at all. This is what he said.
Is it an ick to anybody else to ever see a man just rolling a backpack anywhere? Like, pick it up, bro. Like, wear it on your back or, like, over your shoulder. You gotta roll it everywhere.
Well, you fired up that guy. All right, so we got questions this week about cars because Johnny dealt with some car trouble, and as we found out, he doesn't know an awful lot about cars, car culture, or how cars work. So all you got to do is predict will Johnny know or not know the answers to these questions in this round of Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know. I don't even know that. Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I wasn't even a sperm in my father's whatever.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Johnny Cochran.
That's OJ's real name?
Johnny doesn't know.
You thought the J in OJ stands for Johnny?
Wasn't it like Orpheus Johnny or like...
Orpheus Johnny, you got it. Orlando, you're off to a good start.
Whatever that dude's name was, R.I.P.
All right, Johnny.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're more knowledgeable about cars now that you went through it? I mean, I saw you were in a tow truck. You got to ride with the tow truck driver. You got to talk about cars. You've been in the shop, in and out of the shop a few times. Do you feel like you know more now than you did a week ago?
Oh, definitely not. There's so much to know about cars.
All right, let's say hi to Crystal. We'll start with the baddies, make our way up and down these phone lines. And this is Johnny Doesn't Know Cars. You ready, Crystal?
Yeah, I'm ready, Sweet David.
All right, well, Sweet David, will Johnny know what type of car is associated with James Bond? Will Johnny know what type of car is associated with the great James Bond? I'm going to say 0 chance, but it doesn't matter what we think. What do you think?
I don't think so either.
Allie, you think he's got a shot at this? Even a shot?
I just don't see Johnny as a James Bond fanatic.
Right.
I don't know that he's seen any James Bond movies, so for that reason, I would say no.
It's pretty well known, though, right? One specific brand of car that is always associated with James
so,
Bond.
yeah.
All right, Johnny. She doesn't think he'll know. I don't think he'll know. Every once in a while, though, you learn this from some weird Family Guy episode where it was brought up. So
No, I can't watch Family Guy. I wasn't allowed to watch that when I was a kid.
Well, you're grown up now.
Yeah, but it's kind of whatever.
You still can't watch it? You're 26.
I couldn't watch it, but now it's like instilled in me, like, hey, I better not watch that Family Guy clip. Like, I can't watch
Wow.
that. Yeah.
That's very funny.
Are there all of your childhood rules still in place? Or
No, just that one. Just that
All
one,
right.
really.
So, Johnny, which car is best associated with the great James Bond?
Well, check it out. I love James Bond. Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
my boys. Love the.
So you've seen the James Bond movie?
Yes, I love Bond. I know he drives a silver car, and it's a coupe, and it's like the one all the spies have. I don't know the brand of the car.
Were you about to say gender of the car?
I was going to say the genre of the car. I don't know what genre the car is, but
If you had to take a guess, though, I mean, it is a make, right? There is a make of car. It's silver, and so you think all the spies drive that car, but what
I'm
brand
thinking British cars. I don't know many British cars, but I know Aston Martin. That's the only one I know.
Say that again?
Aston Martin.
Like Ashton Kutcher, but Ashton Martin?
Ashton Martin is the name of the car.
Okay.
Ashton Martin.
You know what? He kind of got there.
What is-
Crystal.
yes?
It's Aston Martin, but okay,
Yes!
you were close, and he
That
got there.
counts.
I'm gonna give
Yes,
Johnny the point on that one.
I'm
right?
surprised.
All
Really
right.
surprised.
I'm shocked you got there. Ashton Martin.
Blimey, mate.
All right, we go to the next. I'm sorry,
Blimey,
Crystal.
mate.
Blimey,
try.
mate.
Let's say hi to Jason and give Jason a shot at this edition of Johnny Doesn't Know Cars. Johnny, what is the difference between a V6 and a V8? Will Johnny know that, yes or no?
Definitely not.
All right,
Going to say the two numbers.
with a definitely not. Do you know the
He's
difference?
going to say there are two numbers?
I don't even know if we'll get that far. But,
Two numbers apart.
Johnny,
He's not wrong.
What is the difference between a V6 and a V8? Jason says you will not know.
V6 has 6 cylinders, 8 cylinders. V8 has 8 cylinders, mostly found in big, huge trucks or like really big, heavy like cars. Like you ever heard like the guy like actually I can't say that, but you know what?
The new V8 engine.
No, well, no, it was kind of like when people do street takeovers and they're kind of like, no quema, and it's like V6 or V8.
Right.
I might be speaking a foreign language to you guys. I don't know if you guys
I get
understand
it.
No,
That's,
I get what you
Johnny,
mean.
Johnny, once again, you got it right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there we go. See?
Well, I know.
I know car stuff.
I don't know the second part of what you said, but the first part.
Yeah,
yes.
that might have to take a while to explain, but yeah.
Let's go to Marco in Huntington Beach for Johnny Doesn't Know. He's on a bit of a streak right now. Hey, Marco.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
Will Johnny know which country gives us brands like BMW and Mercedes? Will Johnny know what country those hail from? Yes or no?
BMW and Mercedes. I am going to say yes.
All right, with confidence. Marco says you will know that. Johnny, what country brings us brands, car brands like BMW and Mercedes? He looks dumbfounded right now.
Well, this is just my normal face. Aren't those British cars too?
I need a country, specific country.
Those are British cars.
Do you
BMW,
know, do you
British.
know what country British is?
Oh, England, New England.
New England.
But, yeah. But also, too, those are British cars.
Hold on, excuse me. Hold on.
Klein just did a
I
double
think you're
take on
dumbfounded.
his
Hold on.
face.
Hold on. You said so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
things there. You went British, and then you jumped to England, and now you're saying New England?
Yes, New England car. English,
boy.
excuse me. English car.
Just hear Marco in the background going,
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. He said yes. So you're going to go with New England?
Let's go. Yeah, what is New England? Go ahead.
What is New England?
British cars.
What
yes.
is New England?
New
All right,
England is
Let me just start by saying that New England is in America.
What country or what part of the state is that?
What part of the state?
Where does it say New England out of the 50 states?
When
Yeah, when is New England
when the
too?
people from the regular England came over to America, they created New England.
So it's on the East Coast because it's definitely not a West Coast
That's
thing.
right. You got that.
Well, like which state?
But more importantly, and let's get back to the question that matters. These cars are from Germany.
How are
We
you
have a-
alive?
We have a bigger question here.
Yeah. Which college did you go to again?
Shout out Santa Monica College, now enrolling till December
All right,
13th.
Let's say hi to, I'm sorry, Marco, you went with Johnny, and he really messed you up good there, and all of us. Let's say hi. news on KROQ. Now your news on KROQ. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. All hail the Onion Queen.
Well, why don't we start with some...
hell.
Thank you. That's fine. Be seated.
She smells of onions.
I have not brought onions into the studio in months, I'll have you know.
Still smells.
Thank you. All right, let's start with a Dave Grohl-related story. The Grohl family seems to have a little silver lining to what has been a challenging year. And Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, they've canceled some of their shows at the end of this year because he went and had an affair and had a baby outside of his marriage. But while he is on hiatus, his daughter Violet is officially ramping up her career. And at 18 years old, she's coming out with her first album. Yes, she is young, but she's been singing on stage with her dad since she was 12 years old. She was backup singing for their most recent tour, and she's been refining her skills at a little club on Sunset for years, performing and also working in the studio. So she's officially ready to give it a shot. And
I think usually when someone successful's child follows in their footsteps, be it like a Bronny James, it is in the general public to almost dislike the person.
Really?
First. I think
feel like you root for the person, but there's so much pressure that they've put on themselves and that other people have put on them that it's impossible for them to be as successful.
I think people claim nepotism and they assume that this person didn't have to go through the same, challenges, struggles as the person before them because they got kind of the VIP they got fast track right to, and look, let's be honest. She's very talented. I've heard her singing on stage. Now, would anyone have had that same opportunity if they were not Dave Grohl's daughter? Probably not, but you can't get caught up in all that because the reality is if she was untalented and if she had a terrible singing voice,
he's got some other kids.
Right. Yeah, they're not up on stage.
No. And the thing is, what's more interesting to me is the kids who have all of the tools and still cannot even be in one movie or one thing.
Yes.
They're that untalented that even with all the connections and all the nepotism, they're still just not really doing a whole lot of anything. And maybe that's because of how they were raised, or maybe that's just because of the raw talent that's not there. But I'm like, wow, even somebody who had all the tools can't always get there.
But also the reality of it is that if that kind of generational talent that is, the parent has, very rare that's going to also trickle down to the next.
Totally.
I don't know. Listen to this, dude. She sounds pretty good.
I'm lost in this memories.
Wow.
Leaving behind my own illusion.
Doing covers.
Lost
Good for you.
all my dignity as I'm singing this song.
Good. Violet Grohl. Goddamn talented.
I forgot that.
She is talented. If you like some of the original songs we've brought you over the airwaves this year, you'll want to hear our top songs of the year, original songs that we brought to you. That'll be coming up later this morning on the show, and maybe we'll even hear from more of Dave Grohl's daughter. That was unbelievable.
I can't believe Dave Grohl's daughter has such a thick accent.
Very thick.
I don't know how she got that.
Very thick.
I also noticed that Dave Grohl did not do those Hanukkah sessions this year.
Oh, that's right. He did those the last few years.
Yeah. I was like, I guess he's just gone.
He's just hanging.
He's just like, I'm not going to do anything.
Waiting for something else to take some of the focus away from his baby out of wedlock.
All right, there are plenty of animals still on the endangered species list, but some of them have the opposite problem, and there are just too many. And not only does it screw with the California ecosystem, it screws up the population itself. Squirrels. Apparently there are too many squirrels, and it's screwing up California, and it's screwing up the squirrel population and turning them into carnivorous meat eaters. So there's only so many nuts out there, and when there's a huge surge in the population, they're fighting over the resources that are there. So now they're using other tactics, mainly hunting mice. And this has been seen in several, I'm not even talking about a few scenarios. This is dozens and dozens of people who have witnessed squirrels dragging dead mice across a lawn, and they're even removing their heads and taking their fur off and eating their innards and stuff like that.
That'll lead to some sort of a new mad cow disease sort of virus, I'm sure, because
totally.
that always ends up happening.
Yeah, but also what's amazing is that for being a species that has never been carnivorous and never hunted before, these scientists are like, it's pretty incredible their success rate. They have a 55% success rate for killing mice, and they're getting low to the ground and stalking and hunting and seeking out these mice and killing them.
I've noticed for just some of the squirrels that roll around my neck of the woods, they've gotten real fat. So I don't understand.
Mine are enormous.
Yeah, you say they're running out of food, but it seems like they are getting fatter than ever before, the squirrels.
Yeah, but the ones that are probably not good at the jimmying up a tree,
right?
They've got to figure out some way to eat. Like there are certain squirrels that are just really good at getting into birdseed, getting into a fruit tree, and those are the big ass fat ones.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't good at that are like, I don't know. I guess I just got to eat a mouse. I'm not really sure what else to do.
Yeah, that is the next. That is evolution right there because they've moved on. And let me tell you, if you've lived only eating nuts your whole life, and then someone gives you steak for the first time,
seriously,
you're probably like, oh man, this is so much
You're
better.
like, screw that acorn.
Right.
Also, when you run over a squirrel, you feel so bad, especially when you do that zigzag thing to try to avoid it and you still hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to feel bad.
Yeah.
Because they're
Plenty more.
murderers.
Yeah, that's right.
They'd probably do worse to you.
But wait, I wonder what that's going to turn them into. You know how they're kind of cute? If this keeps happening, they're going to turn ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And then just imagine these ugly squirrels everywhere in 30 years where we're going to be so afraid how we are afraid of mouses and rats.
Or it's going to be like coyotes where they're all just among us and they're taking our toddlers and they're taking our dogs and stuff like that.
Squirrel?
Yeah, squirrel.
You heard it here first.
That's my prediction. And speaking of, now that we're getting down to the wire with the holiday, it seems like people are dropping like flies as far as sickness goes. Johnny, he was at urgent care last night. A lot of people are getting the flu, but Gavin Newsom...
Johnny told me he had a very high fever, and I said, what is your fever? And he said 1,000.
What?
And I said...
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Omar, I'm not. And I said, 1,000 what, Johnny? And he goes, dude, I don't know, but it's like 1,000. And I said, 1,000 degrees? And he goes, they just said 1,000. I said, they definitely
No, they
did not
did
say
not.
1,000. So I said, what is your fever?
And that's
He
how
goes-
much they cost them.
He goes, he said his fever is very high. And I said, yeah, but how high? And he goes, I told you, bro, 1,000.
Whoa.
So I don't even know if I know he doesn't feel well, but I don't know if he has a fever.
Well, Gavin Newsom just proclaimed a state of emergency to streamline and expedite the state's response to avian influenza A, commonly known as bird flu, because more and more people are getting the bird flu. And obviously... started with birds and different animals, but now it's translating over to humans, so we're going to start mutating any minute as well.
If you make noises like that, there's a good chance you're going to test positive for bird flu. Let's get into a
Open your mouth.
brand new hour
You
of
have
the
it.
show right now. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, here we go. Just after 7 o'clock. Thursday, a thrifty Thursday. It's the prequend, and for many, this is the Thursday before the longest weekend of your potentially entire year. If you're taking some time off for Christmas and or New Year's, we got lots to get into still this hour because we are live on KROQ. If you don't believe us, you can see with your eyes, streaming on KROQ's YouTube. Some people checking that out for the very first time. Finally fell for the peer pressure and watching you guys right now on YouTube. Good morning, and wave to the cameras, Allie. There we are. Of course, you can listen on KROQ. You can stream as well, and there's a podcast that goes with the show. So no reason not to listen, and thank you, all of you netbangers and texters and even new listeners for getting involved in the show. Some people that are doing airport runs all morning have us on, forcing their passengers to listen. So hello, passengers that are forced to listen. Nice to meet you as well. My name's Klein. There's Allie right there.
Morning.
That is the audio sniper known as DJ Omar Khan.
Hello.
DJOmarKhan.com if you need any DJing services for weddings,
Oh, yeah, thank you.
quinceañeras, or pet birthday parties. He'll do anything for a buck. He
That's
doesn't care. There's Jake the Nerd, also known as the audio assistant to the assistant of the audio sniper, Jake the Deuce. In the back room, you got Vanessa.
Jake the Deuce.
Vanessa back there is keeping the phones company at 800-520-1067. This hour on the show, El Cheapo wants to hear from you, your holiday gift hacks. Regifting is the oldest trick in the book when you don't want to spend any money but give someone a gift. But there's so many other ways to cheap out on presents.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just cheaping out on presents. It's cheaping out on the wrapping of the presents, the taping of the presents, the sending of the presents.
Yeah.
Every hack that you have around holiday gifts, I want to hear them.
So we'll get into that coming up later this hour. Also, what were the top original songs you heard on KROQ this year, courtesy of this show? There's a lot of requests already coming through on the text line, but we will give you the official definitive list. That and so much more this hour right here on the world famous KROQ. Good morning. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. How the hell goes it? If you need us, we're here. Yesterday was my annual chasing of the garbage truck, where I remember that I'm supposed to give the garbage guys a little something, and I never remember until they're pulling down the street, and then I have to try to run after the truck. And I realize even though a garbage truck doesn't move very quickly, it moves quicker than I do. And it stops a lot. And still, I am not good at keeping up with the garbage truck. And it makes me remember every year, I always tell myself in my head, I gotta get in better shape next year so I can chase that garbage truck. And it's like me and dogs chasing the truck. I gotta have goals.
What are you giving them? What are you giving them?
20.
$20 each?
Well, I didn't realize how many people are in those trucks.
So you're giving every person in the truck $20?
I had 40 on me. No one has cash on them anymore, so I don't even have cash. I just happen to have some cash.
They
and then
cannot possibly expect that from people.
I think that they do.
I think that you are way overthinking it and giving them way too much.
$20 a man, but there was more than 2 guys on the truck, so then it became an uncomfortable thing because I didn't know who was more important, the guy in the back, the guy sitting in the front.
Well, the guy in the back.
And by the way, they don't even really, I don't want to say this to them because I do appreciate them taking the garbage. And when I know we have a garbage man, Edgar, that listens to the show every day, they don't even really get out of the truck anymore. They got that robot thing that does all the work now. That robot arm.
You got to tape the tip.
Robot, yeah.
You can't tip the robot, dude. It's like a giant, it's like a forklift thing on the side of the truck that just picks up. But, I mean...
I think the person on the back now manages the forklift thing.
I mean, I think they're there in case there's an issue or something spills out or someone tries to, we've all done this before, but we try to put way more trash than we can fit in the things. So there's someone there to, like, make sure the situation isn't what it once was. But, back in the day before they had, and even in other places, because I think back on the East Coast, I think the garbage guys are still getting out and grabbing the cans and throwing them in. I don't know if it's just an L.A. thing.
It totally depends on where you live.
Yeah,
because some people have, like, if they live in the mountains, they have, like, put their cans in box, enclosed things, and then you have to take them out, and you have to screw them.
Yeah, I even see when I cut through the canyon, like, it's a whole different operation, because they can't get those garbage trucks up and down the canyon, so you got to do a whole operation there. I mean,
I understand.
Yeah, but still, Allie, they gotta go around, they gotta take the trash. Every once in a while, they can make the decision. And we all try to do shady stuff with the trash. We all try to get rid of stuff we're not supposed to get rid of. And sometimes they can leave it and be like, sorry, call the bulky item removal, and sometimes they'll just take it and smash it down.
Incredible garbage etiquette. I would never have any reason why they would be mad at me in any way. But are you tipping the same for garbage versus recycling versus yard trimmings?
Okay, so this is... I'm glad you asked that.
Do you think yard trimmings gets $20 a pop?
No, I don't. And I don't know why I don't feel that way, because technically it's the same sort of job. It is driving around and picking up the stuff, but for some reason it feels like they don't have to deal with as much filth. They just have to deal with trimmings. And I do feel...
Oh, so you think that it wouldn't be based on bulk, it would be based on grossness?
Yes, and by the way, the garbage guy that I've talked to, Edgar, he claims that garbage men make a great salary.
They do.
It's not like... I think that was always like the threat growing up. Like, if you don't start behaving and enlisting in school, you're going to be a garbage man. And it feels like now, it's like, I'd love to get that gig. Like, it feels...
That's what they told you in school?
Yeah, like my parents
terrible.
would say that. Yeah, they would say, like, if you don't start listening and learn how to read and get out of this turtle reading group you've been in for 6 years in a row, you're going to be a garbage man. Like, that was the threat. So I think growing up, I took that as like, oh, that must be the worst job you can get.
No,
now,
I think garbage man is a great job.
I think it's like a 6-figure job with unions and a bunch of other cool stuff as well.
I would think that the recycling would get more because they have to do... the more annoying thing to pack and drag out there is the recycling. It's so stupid. You have to break down those stupid boxes, and nobody ever does the recycling right. And then they have to do the smashy to make it less bulky, and they have to figure it all out, and they have to sort everything.
I don't think they have to sort it. That's a machine that does it.
Yeah, they don't do it. They don't sort anything.
Yeah, but they have to... Well, the same people who don't have to pick up the garbage bins anymore also don't have to sort stuff, but you still have to go through the process, and they have to manage that process.
I just feel like keeping a garbage guy, and I always say garbage man. I'm sure there's women that do it too. I haven't seen any, but it's like arsonist. I think it's a male-dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that having a garbage guy at your back, like because you took care of them at Christmas, is useful, because I'm never saying I'm not in a situation where I need to
when
get rid
you're going to, like, dump the dead body?
I'm not saying that now,
Put
Omar.
it in yard trimming.
But that guy you didn't tip, so he's like, you're on your own, dude. I'm not taking this for you. But I do think that for 2 different reasons. You accidentally throw something out. Everyone at some point is going to accidentally throw something out of value. Oh, my God. I don't know how it happened. I threw out whatever.
What, are you expecting them to go to the landfill for you?
No, but maybe they have. Maybe if you catch it quick, they're like, can get back in there, get back in the back. before it gets all
I have a hard time
incinerated.
believing that they would even remember who has tipped and who hasn't.
Not if I'm
they
the
go to a million houses.
If I'm the guy running down the street
You think
winded.
a guy's going to hop in the back of a trash truck for 20? Because you tipped him 20?
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here,
No
dude.
way.
Yeah, I think the better chance than if you gave him nothing.
If
or,
someone was giving me $100, maybe,
Oh,
but
I'm dumpster diving all day, yeah.
Okay, but
you should have given them each 100.
I didn't have it. $40. split among 9 guys who were in that stupid truck. So
I'll smile at you as I say no.
Allie,
there you go.
It's $20 a man. According to the text line, that's the number. 15.
There's no way everyone is doing that. There is no way.
Someone claims they're making $1,500 a week driving a garbage truck. That's driving too. That's cool. Driving a truck. That's about as good as it gets.
951, Allie, you said yourself yesterday, $20 is the minimum when it comes. I'm talking about gifts, yeah, but when you're thinking of like tipping a garbage person or even bringing a little gift for a teacher or the gardener and stuff like that, mail person. I mean, you can't expect everybody to tip $20 per driver for stuff like that. That people can't afford that. That's insane.
Yeah, I know. Well, but we already talked about how the average tip went up from what used to be like $1 to like a valet is now $5, right? Or whatever it is. So you got to.
I mean, even if you have barely anybody on your Christmas list, that will bankrupt you.
Yes.
Think about all the services that you take part in every week, every day.
Right, but I decided the garbage guys are the most important because I think those are the guys.
Why are they the most important?
Because like Omar said, eventually you're going to need them to get rid of some evidence. That's
You're
why.
going to need them to say, no, I won't look for you.
Hey, speaking of money, El Cheapo wants to hear from you. It's Thrifty Thursday. In a moment when we get back, it's the final Thrifty Thursday of 2024, and El Cheapo's asking for your holiday gift hacks. You've done them, I know. I've checked the Instagram. There's a lot of thoughts here. We'll take your calls, your texts, and you'll go toe-to-toe with the cheapest woman we know next.
KROQ. Do your last minute Christmas shopping at KROQ.
Clean up an I-1067.
Where we are literally giving away thrills, not socks. Listen every hour from 9 to 7 to win a pair of tickets to Six Flags Magic Mountain's Holiday in the Park.
Select evenings now through January 5th.
Celebrate 10 years of cheer with over 2 million dazzling lights. A meet and greet with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Festive shows, entertainment, and more.
Nothing says holiday spirit quite like hanging upside down going as fast as Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Lots of chances to win from us this morning. We got tickets for you to see. Which comedian, Vanessa, are we doing at the Hollywood Bowl? I always forget.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. So we get
Gervais?
tickets to see Ricky Gervais at the Hollywood Bowl. That's coming up a little bit later this morning. And also, we will get you into When We Were Young. Just announced what a lineup, including the return of Panic at the Disco. They called it quits. It felt like just a year ago. And now they're having a reunion show next October, and you will be
Right
there.
around the kid's first birthday, right?
That's right. So Allie is about to die.
No, it's not necessary. Well, according to the medical advice that I was given.
I thought someone told you yesterday, hang up and call 911 immediately.
So, I think medical advice is a little bit overrated, depending on the thing that you're getting advice
from
for.
someone you meet in an elevator, sure, but from a medical professional, that's not really medical advice.
Look,
that's them doing their job.
Okay.
Yes,
hello? They're doing their job. Yes, of course. According to the little, tablet that's in front of them that's saying, click here. Okay, if they say this, send them to the emergency room.
No, it's not according
Correct
to the
me if I'm wrong. You've been sick for now 11 days? 12 days?
This is day 10, actually, Omar.
Now, what in the world, why wouldn't you listen to a medical professional to make you feel better?
Okay, so all of this started because my kid had a horrible virus. Unfortunately, he had a seizure as a result of the virus. Now he is fine.
Because Allie didn't listen to any of the medical
No.
advice they gave. So that's why his situation...
He'll be fine.
Yeah, his situation worsened quickly.
Then that was me calling 911. That is an emergency, right?
Yes.
The ambulance showed up and everything. They took us to the hospital. This is now me being sick for 10 plus days. Yesterday, I was kind of given a passive-aggressive suggestion from Katie to call a doctor because at this point, it's just getting a little out of hand,
And,
right?
and by the way, we've all said that too, because you're bringing your funk and your germs and your gross in here.
Yeah, it's gross.
And we all sit around and we're all very close to, way too close to each other. For
Weren't
you
you just like 4 days ago looking up the symptoms for mono? Didn't you think you had mono?
Yes, but that's past now. I don't think I have it because there are some of the symptoms. I'm getting new ones and other ones are going away. It's always changing.
You're
You
one of
gotta
those
keep
people
up,
that
keep
are
up.
hopping on WebMD and think they know better than the actual doctor.
No,
doctors go to school for a long time, right?
Long time. They're probably still in debt.
So what I did was I decided, all right, I'm going to call the nurse hotline and just get some medical advice, okay? And let me just start by saying,
What do you say like that? Medical advice.
Yeah, you sounded so...
What the hell?
These are professional nurses, Sally. They know what better than you do because they deal with idiots like you all day, every day.
yes, but all of us have ignored medical advice at one point or another, whether it's on the back of a bottle of something or some, hey, don't drink on this medication, don't walk because this might...
First of all, Allie, that's not medical. The back of the bottle is not medical advice. That's
Yes, it is.
instructions for how to take the medicine.
Yeah,
That's
and
not
it's
advice.
and it's their advice that you don't drink while you're on these meds, but everyone
Advice
does
is
it.
like a friend who says you should wear some of those socks when you fly so you don't get blood clots in your... That's like advice.
All right.
You're talking about rules.
I call the nurse hotline and they say, all right, what's going on? And I say, well, I've been sick for 10 days almost now. And what are the main problems? I'm like, well, I've got this swollen throat that seems to be getting worse. And it's kind of tough for me to swallow. I still can't taste or smell anything. I've had a lot of nausea. I'm getting headaches. There's all this stuff I'm listing off, right?
You're a real catch. Is
And
that what
they-
they said?
Sounds terrible, man.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. But the body aches have gone away, so that's a plus. And then I said, I think, they said, what's the worst symptom, the one you're most worried about? I said, well, the throat is kind of, concerning, considering, if I'm talking for long periods, my voice gets tired and it's hard for me to swallow and it's getting really unenjoyable to eat.
And also who your mom is.
Yeah, the throat goat.
Right. So
yeah,
you're the next
I did
in
name
line.
drop her.
Yeah. If you have a bad throat and you're next in line to the throat goat, it's embarrassing to your whole family
Exactly.
creed.
They think I'm incompetent, my whole
Right,
family.
right.
I can't face them at Thanksgiving.
Right.
So then she goes, all right, well, has your sore throat gotten worse in the last 24 hours? And I said, yeah, actually it has.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Good advice. Bye.
And I'm thinking, yeah, I guess it's gotten worse. So she goes, go, clickety click. My advice to you is to hang up with me and call 911 right now. And I was like, whoa. Hold on a second, lady.
You already used your 911 call
I
this
have
week.
already called 911 a week ago, and that was the whole experience is extremely expensive. I had to get an ambulance.
Right.
I don't think that's really what I need here. And she was like, well, that's what I'm telling you. And I was like, do you have anything else?
Wait, that got it went to like 100 real quick.
That's what I thought, Omar.
well,
I was like,
because-
this is like her
because-
checking off a box because you click, then they think my air cavities are
Yeah, if
closing
you're
up,
having
and then
trouble,
I'm going to not be able
Allie,
to breathe.
If you're having trouble breathing and you feel like your throat is closing,
Isn't everyone having trouble breathing? Come on.
listen, they're trying. Everyone wants to pass the buck, and they don't want to be the responsible. So even if there's
That's
something,
the thing.
yeah, I understand. And probably 911 was the most extreme. I mean, it's like a couple times you go to like a doctor for something small. They're like, look, this is outside of my whatever. Why don't you just go to the ER? And you're like, but I don't think this is an emergency. But they're not
Exactly.
saying go to the ER because it's an emergency. They're saying go there because they got a wider range of whatever's there that can figure out where you belong.
We have a wide
Klein,
range of things to charge you for.
Yeah, that's true.
Going to the emergency versus calling 911 is very different. Like calling 911 is such a state of urgency. That's shocking
And
to
I
me.
feel
that they
like
would
if I
advise-
called
give you that
911,
advice.
they would laugh at me.
Well, at least
saying
you'd
my
get-
nurse
at least
hotline
you'd-
told me to call you
At least
guys.
you'd hear laughter.
But
Yeah, finally.
so then I said, all right,
That's a good one, Allie.
You found your sweet spot.
So then I
finally
said-
found that audience you were craving.
I said, Miss, I'm not going to call 911. And she said, okay, then I need to read this statement to you that you are refusing my medical advice. I said, all right, read away. So she reads the statement, and then she goes, do you understand? I said, yes, I do. She said, all right, the next level of care is that you need to go to the emergency room right away. I was like, next.
You skip that too. Do you have to agree to that statement as well?
Yes.
All right.
Every time she had to read me a statement. So then she goes, what about urgent care? I was like, seems like that'll be a long wait as well.
Well, can we skip all the way to the part where you just tell me to take a warm bath? Because that I can do.
And then I was thinking, why did I call?
Yeah,
You know, like what am I really looking for? Because people really just call with something in their mind that they want.
They want to hear.
They want to hear. So then what I want is for you to just I just want to stop by a doctor's office and have them look at my throat. That's really all I want.
So why don't you just do that?
I do. I have an appointment today, and I think I'm going to cancel.
Great. Because they're going to give you some of that advice.
I feel better.
That medical advice
I think I'm
that
good,
you don't
guys.
need. All right,
I'm
great.
on the tail end, I swear.
All right, well, R.I.P. It's been nice knowing you, Allie. There she goes. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Christmas less than a week away. There's your warning. If you haven't bought gifts yet, now would be a good time. Or perhaps you've got other hacks, ways to give gifts to people that doesn't involve you spending any money at all. And that's what El Cheapo is looking for. It's Thrifty Thursday, which means it's time for all you cheapos to unite and join us for this exciting edition of El Cheapo.
It's time to talk to the kingpin of cheap. Here she is, El Cheapo.
By the way, I'm proud to announce that El Cheapo officially has a sponsor.
What?
Yes. El Cheapo is brought to you by American Tire Depot, who helped Johnny out with his tires. As you remember, they helped him out when he needed it. And you can always get the lowest tire prices at American Tire Depot, guaranteed.
Never thought El Cheapo would sell out, but apparently that is exactly what has happened. Unbelievable.
I love when any place is like, we have the cheapest, and if we don't, we will match it and be the cheapest.
Hey, in some ways, you're a trendsetter. I think now, you know, what for a while was a lot of people flossing and flexing about overspending on this and people posting receipts of, oh, look at my expensive dinner. I now is going quite the opposite way.
You know, I hate flossing and flexing.
That's right. Allie's not good at either.
Yeah, and now it's all about dupes. It's all about where can you get a deal. A lot of people I heard from yesterday on Instagram saying that they are exclusively shopping for the holidays at 5 and under. So $5 and under, you can get all kinds of stuff there, and the quality is really not that different from the higher end places because that stuff's probably going to break in a week too.
So there's a lot of people on the phone, a lot of people texting, a lot of people on Instagram. Where would you like to begin this round of El Cheapo holiday gift hacks?
Let's start on the phones, shall we?
All right. Say hi to Julia on KROQ. Good morning, Julia. How goes it?
Good morning. Going well.
Good,
How are you?
Good. You're on with the great El Cheapo. Try to impress her and it's a fine line between impressing and pathetic, but go ahead.
Okay. Fellow El Cheapo here. I like to use Trader Joe's bags as wrapping paper.
You know,
basically what... go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say a lot of people actually told me that they do this exclusively because Trader Joe's has beautiful bags. I mean, they really do have nice quality and they don't rip very easily. The thing is, I would take it even farther because if you ask, they will give you those little stickers with like avocados and bananas on them and stuff, and that can be your tape.
What do you mean if you ask? Those are for children.
Yeah, but if you ask, they don't care. They give you like tons of stickers.
You say, as an adult, Allie, with no kid with you, you would go in and ask the cashier for a bunch of their stickers?
Do you know how expensive Scotch tape is around this time of year? They charge you so much.
So Allie's theory is not only use the bags as wrapping paper, but use the free stickers as the tape? Mm-hmm. Do you think
I
about
love that idea.
Oh, boy.
See?
Look at these two.
You're welcome.
All right. There you go. First Allie is funny because you have such pride when you talk to other like-minded individuals.
Because it takes creativity and inventiveness, Klein, to make this work.
Steven, you're on with El Cheapo. It's talking holiday gift hacks now. What's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Fine.
Great.
What can we do for you?
So my wife's El Cheapo hack, she buys her gifts in bulk throughout the year.
What kind of stuff is she buying?
So, like, she's really big on, like, gift baskets. She's, like, the gift basket queen. So she'll go, like, Bath and Body Works and get, when the candles are on sale, she'll stock up on candles and then put them in gift baskets.
Oh, so throughout the year, this is not someone that does
like a closeout sale.
Yeah, anytime there's like a big bulk thing, buy all of them for this, and she'll just hold them all. And then at the end of the year, she throws them all and makes people gift baskets, and they think it was all customized, but it was just her basically putting together a collection of stuff she had purchased in bulk. It's not terrible.
Great. It just takes planning.
Right, planning. That's
what's tough and then you have to be prepared to spend the money now, knowing that it will come back to you later. And that is tough for some people.
Hello, Alex on KROQ. It's El Cheapo 50 Thursday. Looking for anything involving holiday hacks, specifically gift-related, the wrapping, the giving. What is up, Alex?
Hi, Sweet Divots.
Sweet Dips.
I wanted to get my brother a Dodgers hat, and instead of buying one, I bought a generic hat and some Dodgers patches on eBay, and I'm going to sew the patches onto the hat. It's going to be like less than half the price, and it's going to be a lot more personal.
Whoa, that's a great idea.
It's what every Dodgers fan never wanted, but still...
Yeah, but Klein, you could get probably a more unique hat because it's a patch that goes on a regular hat.
Right, one of one.
And nobody else will have that hat.
Any actual officially licensed merchandise from the Dodgers, of course, there's an upcharge because some of that money goes back to Major League Baseball, some of it goes to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So the idea that the guy just bought a generic whatever hat, that's a couple of bucks, and some patches.
You made your own hats recently?
I didn't make my own hat.
Yes, you did.
It was a
Rope Man.
I didn't make the hat.
Mr. Ropey, you got your hats.
Hey, Mr. Roper.
The hat was made. The hat was made. What is it called when the rich people ask a painter to do a piece for them? I commissioned the hat through someone on Instagram.
I see.
Fancy hat.
Fancy robe.
It was a pop-up ad that I just basically had made. But it was more of a demo. Regardless.
But it's one of one.
It's one of one.
And you can't buy that. I mean, you can apparently.
You can't sell it either.
You could not buy that.
Emma on Instagram had a great hack. She said, I have, as I gotten older, cut people out of my life to now where I have a small enough circle, I really have a lot less presents to buy.
That's a smart move as well.
Yeah. You think about all the family and friends that you have to buy things for, and then you think, how often do I really see this person? And if you have the guts to just start cutting people out of your life that don't truly matter, you can spend more money on the people that are close to you and spend less money overall.
323 on the text line says, regifting is tricky the same year because it can trace back, but if you hold them for at least a year, sometimes even two, you can do the regift even to the person that potentially gave you the item, and they will not remember.
I wouldn't remember. I'm sure people have regifted to me, and I don't remember.
So that's a great little thing as well.
Klein, you've said yourself that you have in a closet random gifts that have been given to your kids for birthdays that they don't want or that you have already, and you just keep them there because you never know if there's going to be another kid party that you don't have a gift for, or if there's going to be some person who has a new kid, and then you can get them something without having to pay for it.
I know it's your son's birthday, but here's a Barbie my kids didn't want.
Exactly.
So enjoy it anyway. 949 said the office supply closet at whatever place you work is the perfect place to get anything you need to wrap presents. etc. Boxes, they got all that stuff. So just think about your own office supply where you work, and you can take it. I mean, technically stealing, but okay, we'll accept it.
Susie on Instagram said, usually now, today is the day that I start planting the sickness seed. That I am sick with something or coming down with something, so that by Christmas I don't have to go anywhere and deliver gifts.
Oh, that's nice. And then people just go, what? She was sick?
Yeah.
Health is the gift.
And then you don't expect any gifts because you're like, well, they've been sick for the last week.
Man, you guys should all be very proud of yourself and very disappointed in yourself at the same time. And that's always the goal of an El Cheapo here on KROQ. Happy holidays. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. How the hell goes it? On KROQ over the years, you've heard some great songs from some amazing artists, some bands that perhaps became your favorite bands, be it a Weezer or Blink-182, Foo Fighters. But,
who else?
But then there's all the songs that we've put together this year, and some of them were good and some of them were not, and some of them were listener submitted, and because it is the end of the year, we are forced to do some sort of a count backwards thing, and it's time for us to listen to what we believe were the top original songs that you heard on KROQ, at least in the morning show this year?
Start with number 50.
No, we don't have that many.
Oh.
I mean, we probably do. A couple of honorable mentions, and once again, I don't even know if we've got 5 or 6 or 7. If you remember, we went back to the Palms this year, a trip back to Vegas with some listeners, and no one is more excited about it than One Arm Gary, who gave us this song.
Back to the Palms in Vegas. 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 Back to the Palms in Vegas. Back to the Palms in Vegas. Vegas. Vegas.
Was this the original? Or did somebody remix it?
That was the remix version of it. I actually don't even know where the original one is.
Give me your nub.
I was looking. Oh, Give Me Your Nub was a great one.
Well, we have to do the original that was inspired by
That's
it
true.
first.
This was the number 5. I guess this would be the number 5 song of the year. I don't know how this one's only at 5, but it is. Allie and I got into a bit of a diss track battle. I think the same time Kendrick Lamar was in a diss track battle.
With Drake, yep.
We wrote diss tracks about each other, and this was the one.
Klein was very Drake about it.
This was the one that Allie, I guess this was my diss track. Excuse me. This is what I said about. I don't even know how I finished below you, but this was my diss track to Allie at number 5.
She turned hot yoga into noga.
I have diarrhea.
Tried to ride a bike, but too slow go. She be cheapin', wife be cheatin'. Worst part of Klein Alley Shoga.
Yeah.
She dreamed of being on Broadway. But got broad shoulders and is gay. A 3-legged cat, formerly fat, and she talks like she's having a stroke a day. Now, I don't like to rap mean, but Allie is the onion queen. Got the stanky lunch, a back with a hunch, and herpes in her vagine.
I had sex with lots of guys.
But outside of that, she's a decent person, and I respect her.
All right, there you go. That was that was number 5 right there.
I would
number
say
5.
one of your most coordinated songs that you put together. Like you're actually kind of on beat for most of it.
Not saying much.
No, it's not.
Number 4. This was some remixes. You know, Vanessa gave us this catchphrase this year.
Ooh-ha.
And that inspired so many songs from that. And I don't even remember when she originally made that noise or why she said that. Do you remember?
Ooh-ha.
What was the reason for that? Was that just her
Because
celebrating?
she loves the soldiers.
Oh, that's right.
No. I think, wasn't that her Al Pacino impression?
No,
No. We brought
I
it
was
back
doing
for
the
that.
Marinkle.
She was trying to.
Oh, okay.
She was trying to
The
give us.
Marinkle.
Yeah, that wrinkle.
The Marine. Ooh-ha.
That's what it was. It was her way of celebrating the soldiers. Anyway, that turned into so many songs like this one.
Ooh-ha.
Yeah,
Ooh-ha.
that's right.
Ooh-ha.
I mean, it worked on so many songs. They're all tied at 4.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.
Ooh-ha.
On the deck, I got that head notch that make you break your neck.
Ooh-ha.
On the jet.
So anyway, these were all tied for number 4 spot song of the year.
Wasn't easy, but not pain as no.
Ooh-ha. Ooh-ha.
That's right.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
So there you go. That was number 4 right there. Is our very own Vanessa. So good stuff there, making it to the number 4 spot. Number 3. No, that wasn't this year. That wasn't this year. That wasn't this year.
That is a classic, though.
Number 3. Allie joined forces with her neighbor Ray Heppenstall. He wanted to take this seriously. They did.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. That's all we have time for.
This is Allie and her
Fill the
neighbor
blanks.
Ray Heppenstall. Actually, I think we thought this was a joke on our end.
He wrote a duet and he asked me to sing the female parts, and then he booked a studio and everything, and I showed up.
There's a music video that goes with this. If you didn't see it all, what a story. And this is your number 3 song of the year.
Give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. I got a shoulder you can lean on. When times get bad, don't be sad. Right here by your side. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, this hits.
Thank you. That's
Give me your love.
And just, since you're asking, that harmony was not in the original writing of the
No one
song.
asked.
I added that in the session because it just came to me.
Number 2 song of the year, if you're keeping track, and I don't even know if this list has an order. Apparently, I did my impression of what R&B sounds like.
Oh, yeah,
Saying
R&B
that-
Klein.
And my R&B song, I guess, I don't even have the original of me doing R&B. The original just happened on the fly. It was my way of kind of letting you know what goes on in my bedroom when I'm making sweet love to my wife. The sweet sounds of R&B is what I put on. That is my love-making music of choice. And then it became this.
Baby, gonna get down.
Oh, wow. Woo. Yeah. Oh, man, I'd F those feet. Oh, baby.
Baby, gonna get down.
This is my baby. You're so horny. Oh, yeah.
Baby, gonna get down.
Me, such a bad boy. I keep it crunchy, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, that is dirty.
Baby, gonna get down.
I think you.
I love you, bye. That's the sweet sounds of love. That's the sound of my wife loving me back.
For
if you
me,
missed
it's
it,
this is my baby.
All right. So anyway, that's the only number 2 song, and a lot of runners up that didn't quite make it. I mean, this song we just released earlier this week. It's a little collab with us and Wolves of Glendale. It's called Dead Week, the week that's between Christmas and New Year's. This is just a runner-up.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas. But there's one that we forget that should be just as famous. Dead Week, it's that weird week between Christmas and New Year's. Dead Week, no more food but buying groceries feels weird. Dead Week, what time is it? No one knows. Dead Week, it's been 5 days and you're in the same clothes. Captain Crunch for dinner, string cheese for lunch. Something feels wrong, I have a hunch it's Dead Week.
That's a runner-up. Didn't make it quite to the top 5 list. Another runner-up was a song that I guess was written by a listener about Jake after he lost the forced New Year's resolutions in February and had to wrap his contest to go on stage with Fred Durst, but we don't have time to listen to any of those, so we only have time for one more song. It is your number 1 song of the year. I don't know who made this vote, who made this the official song of the year, but it is Allie's diss track against me that ended up winning Song of the Year. Here it is.
Yo. So you think it's cool to play mambo music and diss me? Well, your rap game is worse than when my wife pretends to kiss me. So I'm gonna say a few words to spoil that clear P-test cup. That's right, bitch. It's time for this lesbo to wrap it up!
Hell yeah.
Here's news for you, shorty. NyQuil and DayQuil aren't the same, and doors all have handles, and yellow hats are lame. You say that your pie wine is pizza's new side piece, but your sales list is only as long as your last lease. On the streets you buy Jordans, but you don't make no profit. At home you're like Ellen, you're way out the closet.
Whoa.
And you'll probably hear this, and you'll probably cry. It's okay, Kate, you're an emotional guy. You cry when you're sick, when your kid sings a song, when you're tired or hungry, when they brought back Tom DeLonge. So you know what? I think I'm gonna stop this dope rhyme, cause unlike you, I know how to stay on time.
What's up with this?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what's ironic is that we're late.
We are late now. So your song kept us off time. Quick break. We're back in a moment. More show. We'll get your ADD news and we start giving you stuff. It is KROQ. Thank you for all your thoughts. Keep in mind the 50 greatest moments in the history of the show will be happening the week between Christmas and New Year's here on KROQ.
Deadly.
And here we go.
So long I've been waiting, girl, you know I've been anxious anticipating for the day you'd come my way. Now you're here and I got to say, hey, you're my adrenaline, you're my fire. Girl, you make me want to reach up higher. No star is too far. Spread your wings as we reach up for the sky. Give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love.
I see the lightning, feel the thunder. Girl, it's time for us to go down under. I've got you, and you've got me. Let's get together and make some memories.
Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. I got a shoulder you can lean on.
When
Times get bad, don't be sad. Right here by your side. Yeah, yeah. True love's so hard to find.
When you get it, got to hold on tight.
I got you, and you got me. Let's get together and make some memories. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love.
Here we go. Welcome. How the hell it goes? It's Klein Alley Show. Hold on. Let me get Allie in. There you go. What's up, Allie?
Hey, what's up, Klein?
Good morning. Allie has gone full-on sweatpants, dirty T-shirt. She has given up on the year, and it's Thursday.
She's gone nutso.
She's gone full nutso already. Look at that.
I also have been doing my makeup in the car on the way here.
Nice.
Every day this week.
That's great. I didn't even know you had on makeup, so
Thank you so much.
it's a funny look, though, you put together. It's kind of saying, like, I'm just not going to switch out of my pajamas and get into real clothes.
These are daytime pajamas.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would never wear these to sleep. These are only outdoor daytime sweats.
But that's like that's like the type of shirt you would sleep in. That's like a sleep shirt. No?
No, I would never sleep in something this nice. Are you kidding?
Really? Something's
This is way too nice to sleep in. I'm not going to waste this on a sleep.
I think you're right, though. I think I
got
screwed
this
it
on
up.
Sheen.
I'm wearing jeans like a sucker. I should be in sweatpants right now. I
Feels
feel like,
great.
Yeah,
My
I know.
ass is just kind of
Loose.
Yeah, it's loose. It's going up against the sweat
I'll wear
material.
PJs tomorrow.
If you want to see what Allie
Okay.
looks like in this sleep attire, you can check out the stream. We are currently on YouTube and, of course, live on KROQ.
These are nice sweats.
I get it, but I'm just saying you made the decision. You kind of said, I'm not fully gonna. I'm not
Fancy sweats.
I'm not gonna fully
They are
get
fancy
dressed and go into society today. I'm gonna kind of half it.
Yeah, exactly. And last night, my kid had McDonald's for dinner.
Wow.
I was like, you know what? It just took a hard right turn right into the drive-thru, and I was like, this is happening. It's just been not that way the past few days.
I'm going to show you what I gave my kids for dinner. This is exactly how long my wife's been out of town. Check that out.
Whoa.
Remember
What's
that?
kid cuisine?
Remember those things? Oh, dude,
Is
those,
that the same? Is
I
the
think
same as the ones when we were kids?
I think they are. I think they've been banned from a lot of
It's the
states.
same ones he bought when he was a kid.
Yeah, I bought those. I had those when I was a kid. Those like TV dinners. I think I only got them like maybe one time growing up because my parents thought they were like special or
Oh
something.
yeah, because your parents were like health nuts.
My mom
weren't they?
tried to keep things healthy, and like she's like, and if I had to like make friends based on if they had good junk food, because I would never get it at my house. It was the worst. But these things, Omar, you ever give these to your kids?
You know what? I'm having a hard time picturing them. I don't think I've ever heard of kid cuisine.
They're like TV dinners
It's
for
a
kids.
frozen, like 99 cents.
Really?
Like, they're real cheap, dude.
Well-
and they're like they're in kind of the sad reject section of like the frozen aisle of the
They
grocery
are?
store. Yeah, because
Because you're a bad parent if you buy them?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I felt
Like
like.
for like the single dads,
Right,
you know,
yes.
it's like here, yeah.
It was in the
Pretend you're doing a good
This
job.
is day 3 of you being a single dad and you're already at the kid cuisine.
It was in the divorcee aisle at Ralph's, where they just have things like 1 can of tuna fish and frozen TV dinners.
Yeah, so it's just every single. But you know what?
It's just that one razor. It's just all things for single dads.
Aw.
The saddest aisle
we
of the store.
had a time in America when TV dinners were like the it thing, and I
Yeah.
wish we had been raised in that
like
era.
TV trays?
Yeah, it was like TV dinners and TV trays. Guess what, everyone? You don't have to cook. You can just put this in a microwave or an oven, and then boom, you have dinner.
And the funny thing about that is that's before TVs were even good. Like TVs sucked then, and the shows were sucky then.
No, it was like, let's heat up the TV dinner and watch the show.
Right, the
Because there was
show.
just one.
It was like, I think Johnny Carson starting, grab
Yep.
the TV dinner, but like you had no choices.
That's a
You
weird
had-
time to eat that dinner.
Well, whatever. Get the point I'm making. Trying to just, but now, right? Because the reality is now most of us are watching something while we're eating, which everyone says is terrible. But we're sitting at a table like a sucker, but we should be sitting there at a table for one in front of the TV. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, and then I think that there were a lot of different types of TV trays out there, and now I feel like Jake, you have a TV tray, right?
Of course he does.
Oh, that's like a big one, wooden one. But I'm talking about those small, like little metal ones that were low.
The ones that you would just sit on the couch and would come right up to you, right?
Well, no, those are like that's a bigger one. But like ones you like sit on the floor, like they just go over your legs almost.
I think
I think those are for designed for your bed.
Yeah, I think those are for people who are bedridden, Jake.
Yeah.
Not for the floor, you idiot.
Yeah, for the floor. Were you really eating on the floor?
I was a little kid. I don't know.
Oh,
Aw,
Jake. Jake, you still have? Isn't your
Put the little
current?
poopy kid on the floor.
Isn't your
There.
Jake? Isn't your current dining room table though a TV tray? I thought it was.
It is. It's a nice one.
Yeah. But I
Well,
think
because it's a nice
that's
one.
his,
It's gray wood.
Yeah, that's his current.
Wow,
table.
gray
Oh,
wood.
that is nice.
So could you have three? Could you have 3 people eat a meal in your place at the same time?
Yeah, if I put my TV tray into where the kitchen is and we all sit around it, sure.
So
I
you're
gotta
like
see
there
that.
up next to him like a high chair?
Yeah, we all have chairs around. We divide the TV tray into thirds.
Well, Jake, I'm going to send you one of these kid cuisines. I think you'll like it.
Oh yeah, eat it.
Look at us. We have nice TV trays, nice sweats. We're doing okay.
Yeah, hey, if you don't think we've given up yet on 2024, you have not yet listened to this show. We'll make it worth your while today, though. Get you into Six Flags, Magic Mountain, couple tickets for that. Another one of them countdowns as we look back at some of the dumbest things we've done this year. I think today we're going to celebrate some of the original songs we brought to you over 2024 and much more. It all starts next, KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's get into your news, then we get into a brand new hour of the show before we start giving you tickets to things like Six Flags, Magic Mountain. We got that coming up, much more. But first, what's going on in the world? Let's figure it out together.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. And now, here she is, Barbara Walrus.
If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. That is according to the Teamsters General President. Let's talk about the big Amazon strike. It is not the first time Amazon workers have gone on strike, but it is the biggest Amazon strike to date. And, of course, as we all know, it's crunch time. This is when the delivery dates matter most. This affects several big cities, including New York and San Francisco. But even with the thousands of workers that are striking at various warehouses, Amazon says this will have little to no effect on the deliveries because they, after all, have 800,000 employees and 600 warehouses. It would have to be a much more massive strike for it to make any difference.
And a lot of scabs, too, because, as you know, sometimes your package arrives out of an Amazon truck, and sometimes it arrives out of the trunk of a 1973 Honda Civic.
Right, exactly. And this,
Good year.
the teams...
It was a good year. Good year for Civics.
These, quote, Teamsters make up only about 1% to 2% of the Amazon workforce.
Right.
So they even said that some of the Teamsters were going to the regular Amazon employees and going, hey, strike with us, strike with us. And they're like, yeah, but we're not in your group, you know? And so they were like trying to recruit more people to strike. But at the end of the day, because it's the holidays, people want to make as much money as they can.
And by the way, Amazon's smart when they structured, right? Because now they know their entire business is based on deliveries, rapid deliveries, quick deliveries, constant deliveries.
Yeah.
And so they have a system in place now where even if one of their delivery quote teams decides to strike, it really will not impact them that much.
No.
And of course,
and then they can literally just ignore the Teamsters. They don't even need them because the Teamsters are like, hey, you know, you're not paying us fairly, and Amazon literally is just ignoring their requests, and they can do that.
I know we have a lot of delivery drivers that listen to this show and appreciate what it is that you do, especially this time of year because it's nonstop, it's constant, and I see what's going on inside those trucks, and it just seems like there's no end in sight. And when you finally get that last package and drop it off, it only means you got to go back and get that truck fully stocked again. Right. It never ends. And I appreciate you letting us keep you company while you do these drives. I wonder, though, on these Amazon guys, like when they see Bezos, and he's on a yacht, he's on a private jet and all this, and they're going like, it's hard to even scrap together money to put food on the table. But that happens. That's a lot of companies. That's a lot of places I know.
Yeah, but Amazon is like the biggest company.
I understand.
You know,
but
Amazon, Meta, Google, those are the big,
but
biggest ones of all.
It doesn't matter what job you have. Every place I've ever worked, the boss is always living a good life and talking about
the boss isn't always the richest man in the world.
No, that's true.
Like, he is one of the top richest people in the world ever. So he can peel off a little bit. And speaking of, that leads into my next story about his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, and how she has just acknowledged that she donated another $2 billion in 2024, bringing the total that she's given away since 2019 to $19.2 billion. But even with all of the donations that she's given, they still estimate her current wealth to be $31.7 billion, even after giving away money for 5 years straight.
How's she going to get by?
Hey, Michael?
She's going to be an Amazon worker.
You're an Amazon delivery driver? Go ahead. You're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hello, sweet David. So I'm actually on a route right now. When I got in this morning, KTLA 5 and ABC were actually at our warehouse because the Teamsters were they're already striking right now, and Amazon's been buttering us up for weeks. They've been feeding us every morning, every night, giving us candy and stuff like that. They never do that. But now the holidays,
they're gonna harvest you.
Yeah, right. I get it. Smart. I get you all fat so they can eat you.
We can start Amazon organs.
Jeff Bezos' favorite food is eating his drivers. You know. So
I got Chick-fil-A this morning, and I'm just like, you never feed us warm food. What's going on?
Yeah, but isn't that kind of an empty, like, hey, because everyone else is out there striking, we're going to give you Chick-fil-A, and it's going to make everything fine?
But, Allie, how is that any different than what this place does here, where they go, hey, guys, no raises this year, but
that
here's
doesn't
some...
make what they're doing okay.
Here's some bagels. You know, they do that. We're like, all right, bagels.
We literally, everyone was so excited about bagels yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. We were so excited. So, wait, let me get this straight. Michael, you're not on strike right now, though. You are currently working.
I am currently working. I do support the Teamsters because, you know, I want a better life, but I got to make a living somehow.
I get it, but people always make the argument, and this is where it becomes a hey, but they're not going to they're not going to cave to our demands unless we're all in on this together.
Impact. Yeah, exactly.
But I get thank you, Michael, for bringing us our stuff. We greatly need it, and also we don't need it. If my wife orders anything else, please don't bring it to my house. Thank you.
Please just keep it in the truck.
Keep it.
All right, and then putting scratchers or lotto tickets into the stocking. It's always been a great Christmas tradition in our house. I think it is for you as well, Klein. This year it will be even better because the Mega Millions jackpot has grown to $825 million. The last drawing happened. Nobody won. And the numbers were 56, 66, 67, 68, 69.
This is why I'm
with
convinced.
a mega ball of 18.
This is why, as much as I've said, I can't prove it. Whenever there comes a time like Christmas is here, there's always a massive jackpot on top of it because they love, the sales are much better when the jackpot gets this big. if you don't think that there's something fishy about those numbers, 68, 69...
66 through 69
Right.
in order.
In order.
What kind of a moron would pick those numbers?
And that's why no one won, because no moron would pick those
Even
numbers.
a quick pick wouldn't pick those numbers.
69, I get. Very funny number. Got to pick it.
course.
But all the other ones, if someone had seen that ticket, if you'd done a quick pick and the guy at the register hands you, here are your numbers.
I'd be like, please give me another
I'd
one.
rip it up right in front of him. Say, with this loser ticket, 50, 66, 67, 68,
but
69.
the balls are floating. The
I-
balls are
I
floating, and
understand.
how can you possibly fake that, right? But maybe they're only putting certain balls in there at certain times.
Listen, all I know is now they're getting exactly what they want, which is a massive jackpot, $825 million, growing just in time for people to start handing it. You got that coworker, you don't know. It's a great, talk about a great El Cheapo move right there, because you're giving someone a $2 gift, which means nothing.
But it's the possibility
But
of an
you're saying,
$825 million
just
gift.
Remember me now. And that almost covers some of, think about that. If you hand someone $2, even $5,
You're handing them hope,
you're handing them hope. And that is the greatest gift we have to give.
even empty hope.
Let's get into the brand new hour of the show right now.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your prequend, and for some, the final prequend of 2024 before we get into Christmas week, New Year's week, and we are still here for your live amusement on KROQ at 800-520-1067. You can call, you can interact with the show on the text line. You can also watch the show if you'd like to. We are streaming on KROQ's YouTube as we speak. Go to YouTube, KROQ, and you can follow along. And thank you for all you net bangers that are keeping that conversation going on the stream. If you don't know what we're talking about, check it out. Or you can just listen to us on the radio like the good Lord intended. Hey, Dan on KROQ, good morning. What can we do for you?
Yeah, hey, I was listening to yesterday's podcast about Omar winning the paintball tickets for Corona.
Oh, yes, for Groupon Christmas. Yes, Omar will be doing paintball.
Yeah, I paintball every weekend at that place. So I was going to see if Omar wanted to meet up and tear up some little kids.
Oh. Hell yeah, I'm all about it. I'm going to serve those little kids.
Is it you, Dan? Is it you as an adult just attacking children with paintballs? When you say you go every week, is that usually the makeup? You show up and ruin some kid's 12-year-old birthday party, or what goes on?
Oh, definitely. I have like a group of like 7 people that we play on a team, and we're all within 30 to 38, and we just go out there every weekend on like Saturday or Sunday and just tear. I mean, there's older guys there too, so we just tear up the old guys, the little kids, you know.
All right. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Every weekend.
All right, hold on, Dan.
We're going to torture all the most vulnerable people in
It's
our
funny.
community.
Yes, you get Dan's
It's
info.
the only way I feel alive.
So Omar can go out and destroy some old people and children on the weekend.
Old people on the plane. Hell yeah.
I know, didn't realize.
Meanwhile, Allie, you've got to go do that pole dancing in Inglewood. You got someone that knows all about that, actually. Listen to this.
Hi, Klein and Alley. My name is Dior. I was listening when you guys did the romance and dance classes for pole. You guys should definitely check out Gemini's class. I love that studio.
Gemini.
It's lots of fun, very body positive. And I'm pretty sure that you'll find some of the baddest girls in Inglewood at Romance and Dance. So you guys should totally check it out. And let me know when you're going. I'll totally meet you guys
So
there.
you got to meet her there. We got all these listeners now that want to hang out with us when we fulfill our punishment and or our Groupon Roulette prize. I'll be going to Honey Kettle Chicken after the show today to
No one calling for that.
take advantage of my delicious Groupon prize. Love it.
How many pole dancing instructors are named after zodiac signs?
All of them.
All?
That is a rule, I believe. If you go in there, you say, I'd like to teach pole, and they're like, what's your name? You go, Julia? Not anymore. You're
Now your
Capricorn.
name is
Get
Gemini.
ready. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, perhaps the greatest hour of your life. Lots going on, including some Meet the Neighbors. Someone on the show is doing something very illegal, and you will be so jealous when you hear about what this is that already 2 of the other people on the show are thinking about getting involved in this illegal event that is going on. We'll get into that and so much more happening this hour right here on KROQ. Good morning. your Klein Alley Show. If you need us, the number is 800-520-1067. Klein is my honey kettle biscuit. Love you, Valentine. Well, thank you for that, 310. Makes me feel good and creepy at the same time. And someone else says, Vanessa transporting cocaine. No. That is not true. She doesn't like cocaine, and she wants to make that very clear. Although there's great meme someone put together yesterday. We put it up on our Instagram story at Klein Alley Show. It is, if you're dreaming of a white Christmas, Vanessa style, you want to check this out.
Really?
Yeah, you got to check it out.
I got to watch.
So funny. Very talented listeners to this show. Way more talented than people that work on it. Let's get into your Meet the Neighbors. Here we go.
Meet the neighbors. That's what you gotta do. Say hello, shake a hand, share a smile, and make a friend. Meet the neighbors. Their dog just crapped in your yard.
Oh, so many apps to report on your neighbors for doing things. Perhaps neighbor feuds. If there's anything going on in your neighborhood, we got quite a few listeners submitted Meet the Neighbors this week. You can always join us on the phones as well at 800-520-1067. It's always fun to talk about a neighborhood feud or mystery.
Oh, I have a neighborhood feud that took place in a Jamba.
In a this is your personal, or this was one of the ones that was sent in?
No, this is one that I found on my app. Two people that are upset with each other about the way Melissa behaved at Jamba.
Oh, Melissa. What did she do?
Hello, Melissa, that went to Jamba today in Agora. Why don't you learn to be more respectful to the staff? You were absolutely nasty to the service workers because they made a mistake on an order. You ordered a waffle, but a pretzel was put in for the order. And instead of being understanding and seeing all the carrots that had spilled onto the floor, you proceeded to say nasty remarks about one of the ladies, saying that she doesn't know what a waffle is. I have anxiety, so approaching you in public was something that I was not ready for, so that's why I'm saying it now. You are a part of the problem. Clearly, they were loaded with orders, and then even after you got your beloved waffle, you flagged down the one girl, pointed to the waffle, and said, "This is a waffle," with a condescending tone.
Hey,
I'm
waffle
completely
for hot pretzel switcheroo is not the end of the world. It's not like they wanted a waffle and ended up getting, a tofu something.
I didn't even know they had waffles there.
A Jamba? I know I've had their pretzels there before, the hot pretzel things. They're not bad. I mean, look, the reality that this became such an issue that had to get brought up on the Next Door Neighborhood app is crazy.
Well, and then somebody commented and said, I know Melissa, and she just lost her dog. So she had a really hard... So then there were people, defending Melissa, and they were like, yeah, but even if you have
and his name was Pretzel.
Yeah, even if you, have a dog that died recently, you shouldn't be treating Jamba employees like that. And then other people talking about how they hate Jamba now because they're sellouts. It was just a real long comment thread.
Someone has attempted, this is from a listener, this is Jesse, someone is attempting to turn the Nextdoor app into a dating app. Hello, neighbors. Crazy. I've never met any of you, but I'm single for the holidays. Does anyone want to be merry with me? And this is the picture they've decided to post of themselves.
Oh.
Not necessarily the best picture, I would think.
Not even a whole face.
No, it's just half of a face. And someone said, you look very merry, but a little young for me. Happy holidays to you. The person responded, I'm 45, actually. And someone else said, still pass.
Oh, no.
So this is someone that is attempting to get laid with their neighbors for the holidays.
Yeah.
Be merry with me. I know what that really means.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. But also, I think that people are getting more creative with dating apps. They're wanting to give up on dating apps, and they're using LinkedIn and stuff to try and Venmo to try and hook up with people.
It's so smart because think about it. If you're on a dating app, everyone knows what your agenda is, which is get laid probably. But if you meet someone on the Nextdoor app, even though that's also your agenda, it comes across, it's a little like you almost Trojan horse the whole situation.
Yeah,
you snuck in.
Yeah, exactly.
626 says Jamba blue waffles are fire, according to the text line right now.
Wait, they're called blue waffles?
I guess. Maybe they were attempting to do a voice to text and they were saying Jamba juice waffles, but it's just Jamba now. I don't know. They claim the waffles were great there. Meanwhile, another Meet the Neighbors we received is Leslie in Glendale says there's loud music and an outdoor party going on. Can't figure out where it is, but I hear it. Can anyone please confirm? To which Patrick said, yes, I hear the party. It sounds quite fun. I'm also jealous I was not invited. Joseph responded and said, I'm at the party. It's the best party I've ever been to in my entire life.
Cool.
You guys should feel super left out. So people, of course, reporting on party noises, which is a big one. A lot of neighbors like to report on helicopter noises that are happening and ask if anyone knows what's going on. In my neighborhood, though, TJ's not happy because someone has not yet taken down their Halloween decorations.
What? That is ballsy to still have those up. That's like an FU to Christmas at that point.
TJ wants to say the following. For the neighbor that has decided to leave their skeleton display up now into Christmas, shame on you. And you didn't even attempt to make it festive by putting Santa hats on the skeletons. This is clearly lazy, unless perhaps you've died inside the house and become a skeleton yourself, in which case maybe we should send the authorities. If not, what gives? It is not Halloween, and if I remember correctly, these decorations went up even before October. So now we are going on 3 months of nonstop skeleton massacre in the front yard. It's ruining the neighborhood, and I don't even walk my dog past your house anymore. So this is someone who's very upset about the fact that here we are almost at Christmas, and we still have Halloween stuff up.
Interesting that they are so much anger and hate towards this person, but that all of it could be solved by putting a Santa hat on the skeleton.
Yeah, like that would resolve the problem.
Yeah, it's like, okay, fine, that's fine. But if you don't put a Santa hat, then you're a monster!
Yeah, one of the neighbors said they're clearly not out of town because the gardening is still happening regularly. So now they've done some investigative work. To which someone else said, I will happily go put Santa hats on these skeletons later. Does anyone have 16 extra Santa hats I can borrow?
Aww.
So once again, problems upon problems. And someone pointing out that a Jamba fight at Agora Hills may be the whitest problem they've ever heard.
Seriously?
It is a white Christmas if you're fighting about Jamba waffles in Agora Hills. Quick break, back with more show next.
Do your last-minute Christmas shopping at KROQ.
Clean up on I-1067.
Where we are literally giving away thrills, not socks. Listen every hour from 9 to 7 to win a pair of tickets to Six Flags Magic Mountain's Holiday in the Park.
Select evenings now through January 5th.
Celebrate 10 years of cheer with over 2 million dazzling lights. A meet and greet with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Festive shows, entertainment, and more.
Nothing says holiday spirit quite like hanging upside down going as fast as Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve.
K-R-Ho-Ho-Ho-Q! Courtesy of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Not a winner.
But many decisions have to be made, especially this time of year, as the year comes to an end, as to how you want to reflect back on 24 and what things you have in store for you in 25.
Look,
Allie's making a decision now that I think could potentially, ruin the trust between you and your child. And that is maybe the most important thing you can have, is trust with your own child.
My kid right now has a probably 2 to 3 month long memory, and then everything resets.
That's what you think, but this core memory crap is real.
Yeah, but think about all the stuff that you remember as a kid. I don't think anyone remembers anything from years 5 and under. So I think anything in that territory is fair game. I can say or do whatever I want.
That's what you think, and then, through long therapy sessions, something gets uncovered, and you realize that 3, mommy wore sweatpants to work.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Turn him. Well, obviously, we are traveling for Christmas, and that presents an issue of when are we telling him Christmas is taking place? Because we are going to have a Christmas at our house and then have another Christmas on actual Christmas Day. But he's just starting to grasp the concept of Santa stopping by the house, giving presents. We're just laying all that out for him to really wrap his brain around. So he's now excited about Santa coming, and every time he sees Santa, he's all excited. So when we
How old is this kid?
He'll be 3 next month.
How old is this kid?
Okay, all right. 3, all right.
Why is that?
That's just Omar delivered that line with such love and care. We don't know
what
the
is
name
it?
of
How
Allie's
old is
kid.
it now?
How old is this kid? I mean,
I just want to get a clear picture of how dumb he is.
Allie gave birth to this kid live on the air, if you remember, and then she brought her tank in and got injected in here. I mean, we were a part of this
sperm
process.
tank, by the way.
We're pretty much almost fathers at this point. I mean, we've been around this kid so much.
All right, so
whatever his name is.
His name's Wesley, and we decided that we were going to tell him Christmas is on Sunday, and then
what is that? The 23rd, 22nd,
the 22nd. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And then
you're going to do the whole thing. Oh, you got to get to bed early. Or are you going to do make some sounds and stuff, make them believe there's reindeer on the roof? Are you going to do all that?
I think he's still a pretty deep sleeper. I don't know if I need to do the sound of hooves on the roof and crap like that.
I think you should actually walk on your roof and keep it realistic, Allie. Because if you don't,
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Santa sounds like you put on a few this year.
I mean, my Doc Martens are pretty loud. That should work. But we're going to say, Santa came, and then, we open our presents.
You're going to fake a Christmas 3 days before Christmas.
Yes, because there's going to be an actual Christmas, on the 25th, and that's when Santa really comes.
But
the
irony of this
I want to be able
situation?
to give him stuff in a fun way and explain it at home.
Yeah, no, I get
because
it.
he's got the tree and he's got the decorations and
Right.
he's seeing the presents go under the tree.
And
we need
traveling-
to have some kind of closeout to that before we
Right.
leave.
And traveling with presents is annoying. And
I'm not going to travel with his presents. I
Right.
mean, one of his presents is huge.
Right. Annoying to lug that around. And plus, TSA is already letting people know, reminding idiots that if you come with wrapped stuff, they're going to literally unwrap it right there at the TSA
Yes,
for some
which
reason.
I don't know why that's the case when they literally have an X-ray.
It makes no sense, but they're just doing that as a real FU to let you know. We told you, don't wrap your presents. You gave me such a hard time. Many months ago, I was telling you that my kid's birthday was falling on a Wednesday, and it was not convenient. So because it fell on the day that we had to be at Two Harbors Brewfest or something. And we weren't around. So I said I was just going to shift the day of her birthday and say it was on Saturday instead of Sunday. It was a
but
one-day
she's
shift.
older, and
She doesn't know.
that's a birthday.
She doesn't know that this is a birthday too. It's a birthday of Jesus.
Yeah, but it's not his birthday. It's Jesus' birthday. He doesn't understand.
You gave me such a hard time. I wish I had that audio.
I'm not taking away, and I'm adding one more Christmas.
You're doing 2 Christmases? This is the problem. This is why girls start celebrating their birthday for a month. It all starts with this. They can't
With
accept
2
the
Christmases?
Yeah, it all starts with 2 Christmases.
I mean,
and I get it. Look,
but what am I supposed to do? I can't do a Christmas when we get back. That's silly.
I know people that, for whatever reason, split up, divorce, etc., and as a result, they're doing a 2 Christmas thing too. And
I've had 2 to 3 Christmases most of my life.
And listen to this compromise I heard, because this is a similar thing, that no one wants to give up actual Christmas. So everyone's getting all upset about even if you say, oh, we'll do Christmas at mom's house on the 25th and then dad's on the 26th or whatever. Everyone goes, well, that's the 26th doesn't count. It's the 20th.
No, you have to straddle it over Christmas Eve and Christmas morning.
Yeah. No, wrong. What I actually heard is happening is they're doing it on the 24th and the 26th.
That's Christmas Eve.
No one's getting actual Christmas.
What do you mean no one's getting
Because
actual
they
Christmas?
couldn't agree, because they thought that was the best one to get. And they thought
So you just
whoever-
wake up and stare at each other?
Yep,
What the?
that's right.
That is not true. Nobody does that.
I know. I know.
Everyone is bidding for Christmas, and my mom wins every year.
Yeah, but how mad are all your dads that you?
They're used to it now.
Well, now they're used to it, but I'm sure at the beginning it's like a power move.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But whoever has the best guilt tripping skills wins, and that's my mother.
In this particular case, you're going to do a whole charade and pretend Christmas morning is on the 22nd.
Yes, because we want to give that experience to him at our house.
Now, what if he goes out and he's in the public in the real world on the 23rd, and some kid's talking to him, and he goes, "Hey, Santa came last night," and then this kid's like, "What are you talking about, you dumb idiot? Santa's not going anywhere till tomorrow night."
Well, what I am worried about is that he's going to continue to think that there are 2 Christmases.
And that's going to cause. And
he's going to be like, when's the second Christmas? And I'm going to have to explain, well, Santa only came twice that one year.
Yeah, you're
But
creating.
now he's only going to come once from these years moving forward.
Until this happens again.
Until.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're creating a real problem. But I'm all for it, because I can't wait till this confusion continues. It's KROQ. A lot of thoughts on the text. I'll get to next guy.
Klein, Alley, show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
A lot of thoughts on this. Allie is convinced that she needs to bamboozle her own kid into believing Christmas is on Sunday because it's more convenient for her travel plans. Brenda, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hi. So I really think Allie should just let him open some gifts before they leave. Explain to him these are for mom, but Santa's going to come. And when they get home, he'll be super surprised because he gets to open presents with the family and then on their own.
Yeah, I mean, presents are really the big, if you're a kid especially, that's all that really matters. I don't think you get all, yes, the whole idea of the Santa's cool, but like the idea that you get a few early ones, hey, some bonus, some ones early, get a few of these.
Do you think I should take the credit, though, and say this was not Santa, this was mommy?
Yeah, you could say it was a collab or something,
I'm sure he understands what the collab is.
Yeah, everyone knows what that is these days. A lot of different things. I didn't realize how many people fake the date of Christmas over the years, according to the text line.
Yeah, 657. My dad was a firefighter, and we had Christmas early all the time, and we never knew, but it was great because we thought Santa came especially early just for us. Other people saying that they've had 2 over the course of many years and that they have had no problems. 323, I'm on Klein's side. Why are you making things complicated? You gave him so much crap about his kid's birthday. But the problem with that was that she was still in school and the teachers were correcting her on her own birthday.
No, that's true.
That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
when
told
this happens, he will be done with school. There's not going to be anybody out there going, hey, wait a minute. you're an idiot. Christmas is not today.
818 actually had a good idea. They said, just tell him that 2 Christmases come only once every 50 years, and it won't be your problem the next time it happens.
And then when he's 52 years old, he's like, Mom.
2 Christmases. My
it's
cheap
2 Christmases.
Mama said. We'll come back with your first look at what's actually going on in the world. The ADD News is next. Then we'll give you stuff, including tickets to Aziz Ansari in Long Beach and Six Flags Magic Mountain. The gifting continues. Oh, also, we were going to start going through some of the crap in our office. I think it's almost that time. We should probably start doing that today. Vanessa, we got piles of stuff we got to get rid of because we got to come back to a cleaner office. And stuff that we may think is trash could actually be treasures for people who listen to this show.
We actually just got a Christmas gift from a listener as well. There's a box in there, a mystery box.
Let's go ahead and re-gift that real quick. We'll be right back. More show next. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Not all illegal things are created equally, right? We all break the law occasionally, go speeding, don't necessarily stop at that school bus, even though the little stop sign pops out. And I get it. It's probably not right, but sometimes you got to go. Sometimes you're in a hurry. Sometimes your bladder will not cooperate. And as a result, we all make little rules in our own head where you go, yeah, we're technically breaking a rule right now. We're breaking a law, but I have accepted in my own moral code this is okay.
I have decided, and I think you have too, that before 6 a.m., all stoplights become stop signs and all stop signs become non-existent.
Stop signs become yield signs.
Yes.
And
everything gets downgraded 1.
Before 6 a.m. And that potentially could be dangerous. Yes, we understand there's risk involved. But the reality is sitting at a red light on a street that has no cars in any direction, just a few coyotes roaming about.
Stop, and that's just a waste of my brakes.
It's just right. It's a waste of everyone's time. So, yeah, everyone's got their own rules that they decide to bend a little bit. Jake is doing something very illegal right now.
What?
Why are you acting surprised? You are.
It's not very illegal.
Of course it is.
I told Katie about this last night, and she thinks it is despicable, and she thinks it's ruining the industry.
But regardless, Jake, I'm super jealous.
The industry is taking advantage of all of us.
Right. That's what a lot of people would say.
Yeah, big time.
So we have to do things like this.
So the question is, what illegal thing are you doing now? Think of this as a good opportunity to cleanse yourself before the end of the year. But listen to this, because I don't think a lot of people even knew this existed in modern times. I knew this was a thing back in the day. I didn't realize there was a modern equivalent. But the whole story about how Jake got this, where he met the whole thing is... You know, it's got all the shadiness that I love in a good story.
So how did it all start, Jake?
Well, years ago, there's a regular at the sports bar I go to, and she told me about this box you can buy where you get all the games, right? And not just all the games, every channel, every video on demand, everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. And then I kind of blew it off because it sounded too good to be true.
What's the box? Did the box have a name, or it's just called the box?
It's called Super Box or something.
Super Box.
Wow.
Love that.
Yeah.
What should we call it?
Super Box. I love it that, by the way, this was a lady that Jake met at his regular sports bar.
She's a regular there.
She's a regular. She's like a drinker, like an alcoholic?
I mean, she drinks in the middle of the day.
Okay.
So the answer is yes.
She likes to have fun.
They call her Super Liver.
By leaps and bounds, How is it still alive?
Because, like, I remember back in the day, like in college, if you had whatever DirecTV or whatever your service was, you could get a card. If you knew the right type of shady person, you could get one of those cards and slide it in, and that card
and
would
it
get
can
you.
unlock everything.
It would get you all the channels. I mean, you'd be watching porn in 19 languages, and you'd be getting, weird soccer games from countries you didn't even know existed.
Well, then
You'd
think
get
about
it
like
all.
Napster. You could download illegal music for free, and then it was really affecting everything.
But in this day and age of all the streamers out there, the Netflixes and the Hulus and the Paramount Pluses and the bundles and this and that and everything else,
$100.
Did I say this and that? No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I said it with you.
God damn it.
Wait, do you have to give one every time?
According to Jake's rules, I have
Are
to.
you kidding me?
Really?
Till when? Forever?
Till the end of the year.
Till the end of the year. So I got one more show to get through. 1.5 more shows. I got to stop saying it. It's
How much
costing
do
me.
you owe him?
This would be $200 right now. Thank you.
Vanessa's keeping.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Sorry.
So, Jake, this woman approaches you and she says, I got a magic super box.
Yes, and I had kind of forgotten about it because it sounded too good to be true, and this is like years ago.
Well, and you don't ever wonder how much you can trust some person that you just meet at a bar who's like, I got a hack box, you get every channel. And
I
you're
would
like,
argue that.
okay.
I would argue that person is 100% on the level.
And I actually asked other regulars who have bought it, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's great. And I'm like, well, if it's so great, why are you still coming here to watch all the games? But whatever, I just forgot about it. And then at Thanksgiving, one of my cousins got one and was like, you guys got to get one of these. And then my card had gotten compromised, so it automatically didn't renew my Hulu. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just not going to spend $100 to renew my Hulu. Maybe I'll just buy one of those boxes. And I got one, and it's sick.
So you have every streaming service.
Yeah.
So you have Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus,
He claims
ESPN Plus, all of them?
He says ones that haven't even been released yet to the general public.
Well, no. I can't get if it's on demand. If you can buy it, I can just watch it for free, and then I get all the channels, all the sports, whatever.
He said he watched Wicked at home 6 times yesterday, Allie.
Hey, can you watch Wicked?
There's like some kind of Wicked thing, but like I said, Wicked's in theaters. You can't buy it on demand, so I can't get it.
Theaters?
Jesus Christ, Jake.
Are you 80? Who says theaters?
Wait a minute. This guy started a story talking about a box he bought from someone at a sports bar, and then he ended it by going, theaters.
It's still in the theaters.
Fancy pronunciation.
My grandma used to call it theaters.
Jesus Christ.
Do you always say it like that?
Theater.
No, that's not what you said.
You said theaters.
Theater.
What's wrong with that?
This completely distracted me from the entire point.
I don't even care about the box anymore. I got to focus on this.
I gotta go to the theater.
All right. So go ahead, Jake.
And yeah, so like last night I watched Dune. The night before that I watched Wolverine and Deadpool. The night before that I watched Venom. And then on the Sunday I put on whatever football game I wanted.
How much you pay for this magic box, super box?
$300.
Dude, so then I was like, this is a great idea. And I told Katie, I was like, Jake bought this box for like $300 and he can watch anything he wants. And she was like, that's so messed up. And I was like, oh, I was going to say we should get one. And she was like, no, because now all of the people that are, being paid to do these production and these great shows and these great movies.
Right, they're not
now,
getting the kickback.
Yeah, there's no, and then I was like, well, I mean,
You're thinking about
still
all
there's
the-
millions of people that are paying. There's
Right.
just one person who's not.
No, that's what
And so
people.
you guys can't do it. Well,
That's
I
what
can do
people
it.
say when they throw one piece of trash out the window. What's my one piece of trash going to matter? And then a lot of other people have that same opinion.
Yeah, but
and
then a lot of people feel like the streamers are screwing over the customers anyway. So why aren't we have to resort to these methods to be able to get some entertainment at an affordable price.
What about the employees of the theater?
What about all the ushers?
What are they
As
going
long
to
as you
get?
still go to the theater, you'll be fine.
The theater.
Jake, I got to be honest. I'm a little jealous. I mean, everything about this is shady. It's all the things I like.
It's something that I would never do, but then when you see somebody else doing it firsthand and reaping the benefits, you really start to wonder, why why not me too? Let's just all do it, guys.
But Jake claims that it's only available on the TV that it's hooked into. So you got one, right? You can't watch it other
Yeah, so you
places.
can't like watch it on an app on your phone or anything like that. You can only have, and it has to be one per TV.
Is anyone?
408 said it seems good at first, but they always crash.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And once they crash, there's really no. You can't be like, hey, what's going on? My Netflix isn't working today.
Yes,
You're on your own.
seven-
You
yeah.
bought it illegally. So if you got your $300 worth, and who knows what that works out to,
Exactly.
right? How
Or
long?
how
is-
3
long-
months.
Yeah, 3 months, I guess. V, what illegal thing are you doing right now? Is it more illegal than Jake's?
I had Jake's box, but no, I'm driving in the carpool lane alone on my way to work.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you have an electric car or no?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Do you have anything pretending to be another person? Stack of pillows or anything, a plant?
I use my kid's car seat because it sticks out the window a little bit to pretend that I have someone in here.
The car seat sticks out the window a little bit? I think you have installed that wrong.
You may want to get a fireman to take a look at that thing. Debbie, what illegal thing are you doing right now? Hello, Debbie. All right, moving on from Debbie. Javier, what illegal thing are you doing right now?
Hey, I actually have one. I have two.
You have the super box.
I do. And actually, it's legit. Walmart sells it.
Walmart sells
There's
it?
no
How
way.
is that possible?
There's no
It's
way.
illegal.
Look online, and you'll find it on Walmart.
It can't be the same
714 said
one.
I have one, but it's called a magic box.
No, that's different. Magic Box, I know what Magic Box is. That's something you can use to turn your car screen into some sort of like to watch Netflix
to watch
on your car.
movies in your car.
Yeah, it's very different though. Listen, a lot of controversy about this. Let me give you this one from Marcy Playground. It's got my Christmas wish list right here for you, and then we will come back and wrap this up.
Mama, this must be mine.
KROQ on Alley Show. What's up, Mark? You're on the air. What's up?
Hey, guys, I got a little something that beats Jake's. It's basically your Amazon Fire Stick that gets jailbroken, and there's a guy named Dimitri on the black market. You give him $50 for 6 months, and you get apps called Cinema. That's every single movie that's in theater, crystal clear. Comes with live TV type, so it looks like you're looking at your direct TV.
There's a lot of ways to do it. The text line is, I can't believe how many people have figured out workarounds, jailbreak this, jailbreak that. The one consensus is that Jake very much overpaid for this. It's
That's the best part of all of this.
Universally, everyone on the text line says they cannot believe Jake spent $300 on something that they spent $40 for. What did, I just lost Mark. Mark's was $49. A lot of people said somewhere in the $50 to $100 range is where everyone was at.
Yeah, and Jake, you paid how much?
$300.
And you're like, if I use it for 3 months, it's going to be worth it. But these people, they use it for 1 month and it's worth it.
Well, now I'm sad. I thought I got a deal.
He was so
You
excited.
got screwed by some lady at a bar.
Yeah, she's probably buying these things for $50 and making $250 off suckers like you.
Probably funded her drinking habit for the next 3 months.
She's probably
I'm
having
going to buy another one.
she's probably having the merriest Christmas ever. Can't believe that sucker with the dog on him just gave me $250 additional for this jailbreak fire stick.
Yeah, and I didn't realize those fire sticks, I mean, those are like $4 on Amazon now, aren't they?
Yeah, you get those on the
things,
Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah, 650 said, I've had a jailbroken fire stick for years where I use a program called Kodi to stream everything. 2 days ago, I got a warning about copyright infringement, so they are starting to crack down.
Meanwhile,
And they said my Wi-Fi would be canceled if it keeps happening.
A lot of people that work in the industry are just telling you to F off, Jake, that you are taking food out of their kids' mouths.
Yeah, somebody said that on behalf, hold on, there's so many texts here. On behalf of all of the writers and actors that are currently trying to make it through Hollywood, go to hell, Jake. The whole community is being screwed out of residuals because of you.
Oh, well, okay.
All right, wonderful.
But Venom.
Venom was good. Hey, I got a dog to feed.
That's right. Someone said, just so you know, I'm doing something way more illegal than Jake right now. I'm sending this text while driving. Well, careful with that. This is Lincoln Park. It's called the Emptiness Machine. We are Klein Alley Show KROQ, and we have your Six Flags tickets in 20 minutes.
Show. KROQ. KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
What are you doing not prize picking with me, huh? Prize picks. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Let's get into your news, then we get into a brand new hour of the show before we start giving you tickets to things like Six Flags Magic Mountain. We got that coming up, much more. But first, what's going on in the world? Let's figure it out together.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. And now, here she is, Barbara Walrus.
If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. That is according to the Teamsters General President. Let's talk about the big Amazon strike. It is not the first time Amazon workers have gone on strike, but it is the biggest Amazon strike to date. And, of course, as we all know, it's crunch time. This is when the delivery dates matter most. This affects several big cities, including New York and San Francisco. But even with the thousands of workers that are striking at various warehouses, Amazon says this will have little to no effect on the deliveries because they, after all, have 800,000 employees and 600 warehouses. It would have to be a much more massive strike for it to make any difference.
And a lot of scabs, too, because, as you know, sometimes your package arrives out of an Amazon truck, and sometimes it arrives out of the trunk of a 1973 Honda Civic.
Right, exactly. And this,
Good year.
the teams...
It was a good year. Good year for Civics.
These, quote, Teamsters make up only about 1% to 2% of the Amazon workforce.
Right.
So they even said that some of the Teamsters were going to the regular Amazon employees and getting, hey, strike with us, strike with us. And they're like, yeah, but we're not in your group, you know? And so they were like trying to recruit more people to strike. But at the end of the day, because it's the holidays, people want to make as much money as they can.
And by the way, Amazon's smart when they structured, right? Because now they know their entire business is based on deliveries, rapid deliveries, quick deliveries, constant deliveries.
Yeah.
And so they have a system in place now where even if one of their delivery quote teams decides to strike, it really will not impact them that much.
No.
And of course,
then they can literally just ignore the Teamsters. They don't even need them because the Teamsters are like, hey, you know, you're not paying us fairly, and Amazon literally is just ignoring their requests, and they can do that.
I know we have a lot of delivery drivers that listen to this show and appreciate what it is that you do, especially this time of year because it's nonstop, it's constant, and I see what's going on inside those trucks, and it just seems like there's no end in sight. And when you finally get that last package and drop it off, it only means you got to go back and get that truck fully stocked again. Okay. It never ends. And I appreciate you letting us keep you company while you do these drives. I wonder, though, on these Amazon guys, like when they see, Bezos, and he's on a yacht, he's on a private jet and all this, and they're going like, it's hard to even scrap together, money to put food on the table. But that happens. That's a lot of companies. That's a lot of places I know.
Yeah, but Amazon is like the biggest company.
I understand.
You know, Amazon, Meta, Google, those are the big,
but
biggest ones of all.
It doesn't matter what job you have. Every place I've ever worked, the boss is always living a good life and talking about
the boss isn't always the richest man in the world.
No, that's true.
Like, he is one of the top richest people in the world ever. So he can peel off a little bit. And speaking of, that leads into my next story about his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, and how she has just acknowledged that she donated another $2 billion in 2024, bringing the total that she's given away since 2019 to $19.2 billion. But even with all of the donations that she's given, they still estimate her current wealth to be $31.7 billion, even after giving away money for 5 years straight.
How's she going to get by?
Hey, Michael?
She's going to be an Amazon worker.
Yeah.
You're an Amazon delivery driver? Go ahead. You're on K-Rock. Good morning.
Hello, sweet David. So I'm actually on a route right now. When I got in this morning, KTLA 5 and ADC were actually at our warehouse because the Teamsters were they're already striking right now, and Amazon's been buttering us up for weeks. They've been feeding us every morning, every night, giving us candy and stuff like that. They never do that. But now it's the holidays,
they're gonna harvest you.
Yeah, right. I get it. Smart. They get you all fat so they can eat you.
We can start Amazon organs.
Jeff Bezos' favorite food is eating his drivers, you know?
So I got Chick-fil-A this morning, and I'm just like, you never feed us warm food. What's going on?
Yeah, but isn't that kind of an empty, like, hey, because everyone else is out there striking, we're going to give you Chick-fil-A, and it's going to make everything fine?
But, Allie, how is that any different than what this place does here, where they go, hey, guys, no raises this year, but
that doesn't make what they're doing okay.
Here's some bagels. You know, they do that. We're like, all right, bagels.
We literally, everyone was so excited about bagels yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. We were so excited. So, wait, let me get this straight. Michael, you're not on strike right now, though. You are currently working.
I am currently working. I do support the Teamsters because, I want a better life, but I got to make a living somehow.
I get it, but people always make the argument, and this is where it becomes but they're not going to they're not going to cave to our demands unless we're all in on this together.
Impact. Yeah, exactly.
But I get. Well, thank you, Michael, for bringing us our stuff. We greatly need it, and also we don't need it. If my wife orders anything else, please don't bring it to my house. Thank you.
Please just keep it in the truck.
Keep it.
All right, and then putting scratchers or lotto tickets into the stocking. It's always been a great Christmas tradition in our house. I think it is for you as well, Klein. This year it will be even better because the Mega Millions jackpot has grown to $825 million. The last drawing happened. Nobody won. And the numbers were 56, 66, 67, 68, 69.
This is why I'm
with
convinced.
a mega ball of 18.
This is why, as much as I've said, I can't prove it. Whenever there comes a time like Christmas is here, there's always a massive jackpot on top of it because they love, the sales are much better when the jackpot gets this big. If you don't think that there's something fishy about those numbers, 68, 69...
66 through 69
right.
in order.
In order.
What kind of a moron would pick those numbers?
And that's why no one won. Because no moron would pick those
Even
numbers.
Even a quick pick wouldn't pick those numbers.
69, I get. Very funny number. Got to pick it. But all the other ones, if someone had seen that ticket, if you'd done a quick pick and the guy at the register hands you, here are your numbers.
I'd be like, please give me another one.
I'd rip it up right in front of him. Say, with this loser ticket, 50, 66, 67, 68, 69.
But the balls are floating. The balls are floating, and how can you possibly fake that, right? But maybe they're only putting certain balls in there at certain times.
Listen, all I know is now they're getting exactly what they want, which is a massive jackpot, $825 million, growing just in time for people to start handing it. You got that coworker, you don't know. It's a great, talk about a great El Cheapo move right there, because you're giving someone a $2 gift, which means nothing.
But it's the possibility of an $825 million gift.
Remember me now, and that almost covers some of, think about that. If you hand someone $2, even $5.
You're handing them hope.
You're handing them hope, and that is the greatest gift we have to give.
Even empty hope.
Let's get into the brand new hour of the show right now. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Let's get into your news. Then the first thing we do when the news is done is get you into Six Flags. A couple of tickets for you to go to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Start doing that at 9 o'clock, and that'll happen straight up through 6 p.m. every hour right here on KROQ. Our way of saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and yours. And now, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News with Hot Alley.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. This must be a typo. Just let me fix this. Okay, take two. It's time for your ADD News with Snot Alley. That's better.
Oh, great. All right, we've
we've officially entered Pack Your Patience territory. Now is the
don't
time.
say it. Omar's going to leave.
You're going to hear the media say it. You're going to hear them say arrive at the airport early because people are traveling in record numbers. AAA always has a record amount of prediction travelers throughout the holiday season, which means that all the classic jokes are being made by every newscaster.
We say this every year. It's going to be really busy. We know that. But you know what? It really is. That's because AAA is saying this is a record-breaking year. We're expecting so many travelers, and the start of it is today. Take a look at these lines because that is what you're going to be seeing for the next few days right here at LAX.
And then, of course, they have to interview somebody and talk to them about where they're traveling to.
Hi! Are you traveling for Christmas?
Yes.
No, you idiot. I'm standing at the airport because I like the food court here.
I just am here.
Oh, what a stupid way to start that interview. Are you traveling for Christmas?
Where are you off to?
Hawaii.
Hawaii? Take me with you.
Oh, God damn.
And then it gets more awkward.
Oh my gosh, you're like, sure, but I don't know you. Sure, but like, sure. Okay, you look like you've got all of this very, very well situated. Are you stressed out about the holiday travel season?
I was until this weirdo came up and started asking me these dumb questions. Now I'm
Are you
stressed the
stressed
F
now
out.
that there's a camera in your face?
Jesus.
No.
She wants to be left alone so desperately. Please just leave this person alone.
No.
She's just trying to go to Hawaii.
I just want to go to my Hawaii.
Oh, my God. I feel bad for the news crews because at the airport, unless someone's, got to kill some time over a 6-hour layover and flight delay, people they don't have a lot of downtime to do interviews. They want to go.
They don't want to hang out unless they're at the bar. That's where you should get interviews from people, is at the bar. It's the only time that they want to talk to people.
If someone is at the bar, like Allie's wife is at every airport she goes
Sometimes
to.
when she lands.
They got nothing
she has
but
nowhere
time.
else to go.
The only person I know that actually stops, lands, and goes to the bar before getting her luggage is Allie's wife. That is problematic.
And the people at the bar will be like, oh, where are you headed? And she's like, nowhere.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this says something, right?
That says something, for sure.
You remember during the holiday travel for Thanksgiving, there was another newscaster that had interviewed a family, and they were going to Hawaii, and she also said, take me with you.
Oh, I know. I got this. I have that. Do you want to hear that? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just another example of how terrible all of the news crews are here. That's
Turkey week is upon us. Thanksgiving travel expected to be busier than ever.
And Aaron Myers live from LAX this morning. Aaron, are you meeting anyone interesting yet? It is only 6:30 in the morning.
Hi, good morning. There's always interesting people here at LAX going on their vacations, getting excited to go see their families, and it is going to be extremely busy. They're expecting more than 2 million passengers to come through here during the Thanksgiving holiday travel period. And you can see here at Terminal 7 United, it's picking up a little bit this morning. Today is expected to be one of the busiest days. And we have one group, a group of siblings here. We've got David, Jonathan, Katie, and Sarah. They are headed to Hawaii, and I'm trying to convince them to take me with them.
Oh, there it is. Everyone's going to Hawaii. Is there any family in Hawaii that has a random news person with them? I don't think so.
Every family has the newscaster from the
Every
airport.
family is like, hey, it's my wife and my kids.
I don't know, and here's Cindy.
And there's Johnny Mountain over there with the weather. I mean, it's like...
We're going to Maui for the holiday.
I gotta go back to work.
Yeah, I would love the family that's like, great, come with us. And the person's like, oh, I can't.
No, I'm actually supposed to go to Pennsylvania to visit my
Right.
in-laws.
What are you looking forward to doing while you guys are there?
And you should come with us. Why not?
See?
I just got invited, guys. This is awesome. I don't think your suitcases are big enough to shove me in there, so I will get a ticket.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Man, how long are we going to keep up the fake charade of her coming to Hawaii? Jesus Christ.
She's even
I'll
said
get a
that.
ticket, and then I'll just like...
I'd like them
no.
to follow up on that and force her to go, let's go. Go get your ticket then.
Back to you, Tom. All right, here are some of the relationship trends that are happening right now. Both of them are being highly criticized, but you be the judge. First off is snowmanning. Not a new concept, but has a new name. This is when you build something, a new relationship over the holidays. Then as soon as the holidays are over, the snowman, a.k.a. the relationship, melts. All that's left is a carrot and a top hat, maybe a couple of good Instagram photos. Then you have throning, which is the idea that you're dating someone that you kind of like, but mainly you're dating to elevate your status in some way. Throning is when you're dating someone who, via association, increases your reputation and or ego. And that's the oldest relationship trend in the book.
Sure. It's been going on forever. Throning doesn't need a name. That's just starting a relationship, right?
I mean, in Southern California, absolutely.
Yep.
I feel like
about.
most couples get together because of that at the beginning, right?
I would think so. I mean, you're not going to date someone that you think brings your status lower, unless
or
you're
think you're dating
slumming.
potential.
Potential, yeah, dating potential.
That Katie thought she was dating potential.
So my wife too. She keeps saying, "When's that potential going to pay off?" I don't know.
Earlier this year, obviously, some of the biggest complaints that have been made in 2024 are the rising prices. Everything is so expensive these days. That's why the most downloaded app this year was Temu. But according to a new study, these are the two fast food places that have the most complaints with price hikes.
Oh, this is interesting. Well, Chipotle, everyone's upset about that now, but that just happened recently, so I don't know if that would be for
two of the big ones at the top of the list here.
In-N-Out's prices went up this year.
No, definitely not on the list.
I've seen some people...
Think of the most expensive burger you can buy.
Oh, well, Five Guys.
Carl's Jr.
Five Guys.
Five Guys is number 2. Number 1 was Shake Shack.
Oh, Shake Shack, yeah. That's not cheap either. Yeah.
Some people are like, dude, if I sit down at a restaurant, it's cheaper.
Yes, you get to a point now where you go, wow, I could have gone out to like a legitimate meal with a waiter.
Like, how much is it for 2 people at Five Guys? $30?
I mean, if you get one of those double patties with the bacon and all this, I mean, you can spend, just on that alone, you could be $15 for that burger.
Just for one burger, not even fries?
I don't think so. I mean, I have not had Five Guys in a while. But I think that you could. I mean, you do get free peanuts, though. Let's not discount those.
Oh, that's true.
We get
Nuts
into
do add up.
This song from No Doubt, and then a brand new hour of the show. We'll start in moments. Plus, your tickets for Six Flags Magic Mountain. Caller 20. How'd you like to go? Give us a call right now, 800-520-1067. We will pick you up and deliver you the stocking stuffers you oh so deserve. And we'll do that next right here on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your Frequent. It is just after 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. Inching towards Christmas and the end of 2024. Lots to get into this hour on the show. We kick things off by giving you something as we continue to count up these callers until we get to 20. Give away some tickets to go to Six Flags. We'll do that every hour, starting now, happening all day long. Nicole, Megan, Kevin, they all got you covered with your tickets to Six Flags. And all you got to do is be caller 20 at the top of every hour, starting right now. As we're putting together the top 50 moments in the history of the show, someone did want to recommend this moment, which I don't even remember, but...
What up, you guys? So, sober, 3 years sober to be exact. Now, I'm calling for
next. Moving on. Who wants a boring sober message?
The best stuff for the show. Now, I believe it was April 6th, 2021, and that's the origin of Omar's stutter that ends the show.
Now, I don't even remember that came from an actual show, but he claims that it was Omar's stutter. The original stutter, the one you hear at the end of every show, that came from an episode that was back in 2001. I don't even think that's
was
possible.
Was Stryker back on the show still?
Who knows, dude? I don't remember.
Those were the dark times.
Yeah. I don't remember. I know that I love the stutter now. He's talking about this stutter, but...
That they feel that they feel that
it's a great stutter. I don't even remember it. We'll have to look at the tape and see if that existed back in when he claims. But the origin of the Omar stutter is an interesting request.
Yeah,
Very interesting request.
It's what's nice is even hearing some of the full songs. Like, we were talking about some of the best songs that we've had on the show, and Vanessa's singing "Lost" when she had her wisdom teeth, or when she had her teeth removed. Like, there are full versions of things. We just get these little bits and pieces that we hear regularly, but when you hear the full thing, the original, you're like, whoa, what a throwback.
And
you forget how funny it was.
I know some of you have, diehards, ride or dies, been around for a little bit, and I get that some of you have just started listening to the show, just discovered us. Some people just back to radio, just got a new car, just found us through the app, whatever the case may be. And in fact, got some new listeners on the radio now because they came across our dumb stuff on YouTube. So you never know, and they don't know where any of this stuff's from. But eventually you put in some time, you learn about it, and then we all get together and drink. And that's what it's all about. In fact, I did see on the NetBanger chat, which is happening currently on our live YouTube stream, which you can see at KROQ's YouTube page, that apparently a lot of the NetBangers are going to get together over the weekend at a brewery and have some drinks together.
Nice,
and that's the cool part about this show, the community aspect of it. Caller 20 puts us in Whittier, California. We say hi to David. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Thank you for checking out the show, and let's give you some tickets to go to Six Flags, all right?
Oh, hell yeah. Woo-hoo.
Hold on 1 second. Those tickets are yours. You'll win more of those coming up again in less than an hour with Nicole Alvarez. And now what you really came here for, the music.
I walk a lonely road.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. If you need us, 800-520-1067 to call or to text. I just received one of the most dreaded texts you can possibly receive. Unexpected, and it just came through moments ago.
Sorry about your divorce, man.
I don't think that would happen through text. I think that would
Divorce text.
I think that would happen through Cameo. I think you'd have to have a celebrity drop that news on you. No, but you're the right person, though. You got the right person. You guessed the right person.
And you just got a text?
Yep. What is the most dreaded text you can get?
Well, I know she's out of town, right?
Yes.
Oh, pick me up from the airport?
Oh, yeah. Any chance you can do an LAX pickup tonight?
Tonight? How late? Right at rush hour?
Rush hour.
No.
4:30.
No.
And
I would not even ask my wife to do that because I know how horrible that is, especially with kids. If you have to go by yourself, that's one thing, but you have to go with a family.
Dude, El Cheapo, though, that Uber ride at rush hour, how much is that going to run?
Right, and she's telling me that, too. She's like, unless you want me to just Uber, and I know in my head I'm just already crunching those numbers.
There are some things that are worth it.
Wow.
4:30.
But I would have told Katie to drive in the first place, park really far away,
right.
Park way in advance, take a very long tram. Like all of that would have already happened.
What is the right response here? I know there's like a right answer and a wrong one. And what I started to write was, no, I'm good. But I can't send that. I feel like that one's not going to go over well.
Right.
I felt good when I wrote it, but I didn't hit send yet. Something stopped me from hitting send. It's my wife.
God,
she gets back to the airport today.
What's tough is that she expects it
4:30.
from you.
She does. Well, she knows how much I love the in and out by the airport. And so I think she's going to use that to her advantage.
She's locked in on that, hasn't
She's
she?
convinced that I will say, well, it will give me an excuse to go to my favorite in and out
Yeah,
by
be
the
careful
airport.
with that because one time I said I love cooking. One time.
And now look at you. All these years later, slaving away. But it's also rush hour, and we just heard the story. This is peak travel season has begun. Going to the airport when you're not actually going somewhere is you get all of the worst parts of the airport, minus any of the benefits of you going somewhere fun like Hawaii.
You get to get stuck in the horseshoe for no reason.
For no reason. So now I got to really think about what is the most clever way I can respond and say no.
Is she the type of person that'll come at you and say, what, you don't want to see me? I've been gone for, 4 or 5 days?
Well, she did write in the message, can't wait to see you, with a kissy emoji.
Oh, that's nice.
But
kissy emoji.
Send back an eggplant?
No, I didn't send back an eggplant. You know who can't wait to see you? This eggplant. That's it. But I'm trying. But the answer is I don't want to do this. So
yeah.
That's a tough one. I would never even think to ask because I know no one wants to do it, even if it's your spouse, whatever.
Can you fake an illness with your kids? Like, I don't know what else to...
Yes.
Other than offering to pay for an Uber, I don't know what other leverage you have right now.
There's no other leverage.
Unless
she gave you an option, right?
Do the kids have something?
I can
Do
give
they
them
have
something.
an after-school activity?
They don't have school, unfortunately.
No better time to take up karate
They're
than right now.
The kids are starting
4:30.
Hey, the kids are doing karate. Great.
Do your last minute Christmas shopping at KROQ.
Clean up an aisle 1067.
Where we are literally giving away thrills, not socks. Listen every hour from 9 to 7 to win a pair of tickets to Six Flags Magic Mountain's Holiday in the Park.
Select evenings now through January 5th.
Celebrate 10 years of cheer with over 2 million dazzling lights. A meet and greet with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Festive shows, entertainment, and more.
Nothing says holiday spirit quite like hanging upside down going as fast as Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve.
K-R-Ho-Ho-Ho-Q! Courtesy of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Not a winner, get the most magical deals on tickets and passes when you visit sixflags.com today.
The 2024 Subaru Share the Love event is on.
On Sunday, like a big dumb idiot, I decided that I was going to make spaghetti. And then I realized as I started putting the spaghetti on the stove that I had no sauce. I was sauceless. Now, sometimes not a big deal. Not a big deal. You could whip it together. You could take some, if you have anything floating around, do olive oil, Parmesan. There's ways to survive. But the kids wanted sauce. I wanted sauce. So I thought to myself, I know roughly how long this is going to take to boil on the stove. If I can get in my car, get to the store quickly, I could probably time this perfectly.
Oh my God.
Where I get in my car, back out, get the sauce.
Is your store like 5 minutes away?
I can get to a real grocery store would take longer than 5 minutes, but there's one of those like kind of everyone's got that kind of weird like half liquor store, half convenience store.
They have tomato sauce
Yeah,
there, and
they'll
it's
have,
probably
like-
been there for years.
Yes, it's like dusty tomato sauce. And
It usually just says market.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like everything feels shady about it. Like you don't know.
Yeah, totally.
The guy working there feels like when you actually go there to buy one of the things, they always look at you like, "What are you doing here?" Like they're used to selling lottery tickets, cigarettes, and booze. And anyone who comes up there with like a quote grocery item, they look at you like, "What the hell are you even doing
I
here?"
think they even look surprised that they have that item.
They are shocked. I mean, I walked in.
They're like, "Where'd you find this?"
I ran in. I'm like, "Yeah, pasta sauce." The guy goes, "I don't know." Like they don't even know.
Yeah.
But I'm on the clock, so.
So what? Hold on. Why wouldn't you pause the cooking process during this?
Great question. Because it's like 11 minutes to cook pasta.
Yeah,
It's really not that much, and the risk is not worth it because
What's the
if
risk?
you
What's the
overcook
risk?
the pasta, it tastes like crap.
Yeah, I knew in my head. I did the math. I'm great at math. I said, "All right, I just got to get. If I'm in my car within 1 minute, it's gonna be 2 minutes to get to the liquor store. As long as not a long line of bums there, I can go ahead and make my way to the front."
That's the thing, though, is with the liquor store, it could be a very quick process, and it could be a long holdup. If there's one person who has questions about their scratchers, you're screwed.
I got into my car. Didn't even put my shoes on. That was my other plan.
I love
And
that no shoes was the plan.
turned on my car and decided that I need to quickly back out. And I never opened up my garage door.
Oh, dude, again? Are you kidding me with this?
I backed my car into a closed garage door.
Well, that probably messed up the garage door,
Oh,
too.
Allie, I didn't realize this because, once again, this is a newer place we live in. The garage door was one of those doors that has like glass. It has a glass plating on the door. So I backed my car into a glass garage door,
Wait,
which
your garage door is glass?
it's not. It's not
Are you a
glass.
I mean, it's aluminum, but it has glass windows.
Yes, yes. What Omar's saying. So it has enough glass that whatever I did shattered all the glass. That's what I know I did.
Oh my god.
So now I'm sitting there and I realize that I have smashed the garage door so hard that it is completely off the track. I mean, dented like a car drove into it, which is what happened with shattered glass everywhere.
And the liquor store might upcharge you a lot more for the pasta sauce, but not as badly as the garage door people will upcharge you for whatever.
In my
repairs.
head, I'm going, I can't believe I'm going to pay $5 for a jar of pasta sauce. I get $3 a wrap.
Exactly.
And then I realized as I hit this garage door, well, that's going to be $5,000 that I just. So now I can't get my car out of the garage. Car is stuck in the garage door. The garage door cannot open up or down now. It's just middle of the way.
Now you got to run.
So, and I've got barefoot, and there's shattered glass everywhere. It's like that scene in Die Hard.
Whoa.
Shattered glass all over the place. And in my head, I'm just going, this is going to be so expensive. And the whole reason I started making that stupid goddamn spaghetti is because I said, I don't really feel like ordering food tonight. I don't really feel like spending money. I've got enough stuff here to make a dish. This will be a great way to not spend money. That's the reason I'm so mad about this.
God.
So
I hate that when a move that you made to save money ends up costing
you
money.
so much money.
Oh my God.
So
was your wife home during this?
She was out with the kid. They were at a birthday party, and I said, "Don't worry, I'll make dinner. So when you guys get home, dinner's ready."
Wait a minute. You were alone?
Yes.
So you were going to leave your house with an open flame and pasta sauce boiling?
Yeah, and a dog.
So there's like literally no reason to rush. You could have taken all the time in the world.
The reason to rush is because she had said to me an hour before, "We're going to leave in an hour. I hope dinner's ready when we get back." And then she called me a half an hour before and said, "Hey, we're going to leave."
Klein might get punished.
And then she called and said, "All right, we're going to leave it."
How afraid are you of your wife, man?
Terrified. No.
I need to get the sauce. She loves sauce.
And then she said, "We're going to leave in 10 minutes." She goes, "Is dinner ready?" I go, "Oh, it's almost ready." And that's when I started the process of trying to make it.
God.
So it was a big, long.
So how do you explain this to her? Does she still not know?
I said, "I think a bird flew into the garage."
17,000 birds all at once.
And then bird strike. No, I said there was an incident. I'm going to take care of it. And of course, you go to Yelp and you type in emergency garage door. There's always someone that can be there in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
this
just happened to us.
They
there
love
were
showing
three
up.
guys there
Yeah.
who were right away, and I want to fix it right now.
I don't know if they all
There's
live
a
on
weekend upcharge too. By the way,
it's
'cause
every.
I just dealt with it last year,
dude.
On Sunday they almost double it. Yeah.
They couldn't be happier to
because like a lot of times your car is stuck in there. They know they have you by the balls.
Yeah. This guy said, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah, happy to help." Well, I mean,
What kind of...
I don't know. I don't know.
Vanessa fixed your garage door?
It was Vanessa. And it was incredible. And so the guy shows up, and he's got crowbars. And, of course, the best is when they judge you, and they go, oh, I see what you did here. You drove into it.
Big dum-dum.
I go, yeah, that's right. You got it.
And are you still barefoot? How's the pasta doing at this point?
Pasta's still cooking, not al dente anymore. I'm barefoot. I've got shards of glass in my feet because I'm walking.
Really?
Because everywhere I walk, even me trying to push the garage door open is just releasing more and more shards of glass.
Still trying to push it open to get to the store?
No, I was trying to push it open so I could get my car out.
Okay.
I was just trying, but it was like so close. I have pictures. I'll show you some of these pictures. But it was, anyway, I just got the estimate yesterday. So
what's the estimate?
my spaghetti dinner, which was originally going to cost me no money plus a $4 or $5 jar of pasta sauce, is now looking to cost me $3,700.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Can't you just blame the landlord?
No.
Right, Omar?
Yeah.
No. I'm looking. There's probably footage too. There's probably video evidence of this.
Don't you have renter's insurance?
I do have renter's insurance.
But it doesn't cover idiocy.
No, they asked me a very important question, and that was, is my garage attached to the house or is it detached? And I said, does that really matter? And they said, it matters because if it's one of those things, it's covered, and if it's not, it's not covered.
It's like red
And
wire,
I
blue
said,
wire.
please say detached is covered. And they said, that's the one that's not. And I go,
I'm not attached.
I said, is it too late to say attached? And they said, well, we'll have someone come out and see what it's. So now I got to figure out a way to attach it somehow to my house. That's my big plan for. Franz Ferdinand, fresh off of KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas for your Klein Alley show. Still here doing live shows. Why? Good question. We got lists to get through. That's why. It's the end of the year, so there's a ton of lists out there. It's time for us to give you another day of the 12 days of Listmas. be getting the year of the printable food, where we would all have printers at home where we could see a food we liked and just print it out and eat it.
Dude, I would love to just look at a commercial and then be like, boop, and tap it, and
Right.
then all of a sudden it just holograms to your house.
They claim that like that technology does exist and there are printable food. There are people that are still perfecting the technology, but I thought we were getting that this year, and I'm still just printing out stupid paper. I'm not printing out anything I can eat. I will eat the paper if I'm hungry enough, but
Yep.
it's not delicious.
So what do you think is going to be on this list of 2025 food trends?
I hate this non-alcoholic drink trend that's been going on lately, but I feel like that's going to continue because people seem to enjoy their wellness. So there's a lot of like...
You're right about people wanting wellness.
Yeah, people do like wellness. So I feel like there's something in the realm of like take something that's a lot of fun, like whiskey, and then be like non-alcoholic whiskey that actually hydrates you or something like that.
Which is basically gross flavored water.
Right, just gross water. It's brown water. We're selling brown water, guys. And you're going to buy it because we called it non-alcoholic hydrating whiskey.
So number 4 on the list is the hype with hydration and getting even more creative with how we hydrate ourselves.
Yeah.
So you're going to see things like raw coconut water, which we've had coconut water for a while, but prickly pear cactus water, different like foods that can hydrate you as well, coconut pieces and things like that. There's some examples are like superfood sports drinks that are like, it's like water, but there's superfoods inside of it to give you nutrition.
Can I ask you
and then a combination of coconut and watermelon waters.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I know the answer before I even ask it. But when you went anywhere as a kid, did you have a water bottle with you?
I don't remember water being
Right.
a part of my life as a
I
child.
don't think I drank a sip of water between the ages of birth and probably 25.
Well,
Maybe
I
not
mean,
even a
unless
sip.
it came from a hose.
Yeah, a hose
that's fun.
or a puddle, maybe. Nowadays, every child everywhere, before my kids can even go out, they have like a water bottle, a backup water supply. They're told no matter when they're going on a trip, a field trip, or this. I caught myself. I caught myself. It's not $50. They have to have. They're so concerned about having water with them at all times, no matter where they go, as if it's going to be the difference between if they survive the field trip or not.
Everyone is way more obsessed with hydration now.
I don't quite get it.
Yeah, but then I
isn't our life expectancy going down? We're all like slowly waterboarding ourselves when we should just be dehydrating ourselves. It makes no sense.
Well, and then there's an overhydrating trend too with Stanley Cups and everything. People are drinking so much water all day long that it then dilutes the amount of, like, I think there's certain amounts of like nutrients and stuff that need to stay in our body, otherwise they'll get flushed out if we drink too much water.
So I know the doctors have been saying forever, because I remember that's the oldest thing about drink 7 to 9 glasses of water a day. Omar's been on this trend for a while. The first time I didn't even know Omar. I never even had a conversation with Omar. I just thought he was the weird guy that used to walk around holding a giant keg of water everywhere he went. That's how I knew Omar. He was just a guy walking around with his own like keg of water. And do you think you're healthier as a result of that, Omar? Because you're the guy that's been doing it the longest of anyone I know.
You know what? I will go off of it occasionally, and those weeks that I go off of it, I do feel worse. So it does actually improve my my health.
It's
I feel
supposed
like
to be better for your skin and for everything.
Omar's got great skin. I'll give him
has
credit.
great skin.
Great skin.
Make a nice blanket out of that skin.
Oh, God. I would peel you so quickly, man. All right.
What's
I have a guess because I go by a sign down the street whenever I drive. I think sea moss is going to be huge in 2025 because I think that's barely taking off right now.
Plant-based aquatic ingredients is number 9 on the list.
Sounds disgusting.
That is gross.
Seaweed
What is
salad.
even that? What's it for?
Sea chi. I guess seaweed has increasing interest because it is sustainable source of protein and nutrients. And the tide is turning towards food made with sea moss and freshwater greens.
The next time you're in a discussion with your friends after the bars and everyone's drunk and you're deciding if you're going to get Taco Bell or order pizza, I want someone to throw out there, who's in the mood for aquatic sea moss greens? And then when they all look at you like you're crazy, be like, guys, I'm telling you, this is on trend.
Some other ones you're going to see are duckweed or water lentils. So basically, if it grows on the bottom of a boat, it's going to be a thing in 2025.
Barnacles? Just go ahead and start swabbing the old deck there so we get a
just
snack.
shove the starfish in my mouth. Great chip.
I think people have just decided if it's gross enough and people will eat it, there's probably a benefit to it somehow.
Yeah, exactly. So any other guesses before I go through this?
Trends of next year. We did do...
Something is on this list that you are going to love, that you
Jerky?
have talked about on the... No.
Jerky things.
I'm actually surprised that's on the list because there are a lot of high-end jerkies out there now.
Yeah, and jerky's having a bit of a moment now. And
We're having a moment with jerky.
We sure are. We are having all sorts of jerkies.
We're on the LK train, by the way.
Yeah,
Chomps.
Chomps didn't seem to care that we were promoting the hell out of them on this show, so we're moving on to a new jerky.
Larissa's Kitchen, baby.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out on what could have been...
Herbaceous turkey sticks.
We could have been a great advertiser for you, Chomps, and you blew it.
So dumplings is number 2 on the list.
Yeah, but Allie, also, I thought you said that dumplings last year was going to be a weight loss thing that people were looking into, or that was going to, because dumplings kind of slide in and slide out of you. That dumplings were going to be
maybe it's just
a health
taking it's going even further, because they say that there's the soup dumplings, pork bow dumplings, but putting vegetables inside there as well, sweet potatoes, shawarma dumplings, so going with different different international foods inside of a dumpling are going to be a thing in 2025. Number 1 is international snacking. So chili masala popcorn and shuza and plantain tostones instead of chips. Things like that are going to be a big trend in 2025.
Well, now you have some things to look forward to, and we give you The Offspring on KROQ. out of here. Make way for Nicole Alvarez. She brings with her 40 minutes nonstop KROQ and tickets for you to go to Six Flags starting again in around 20 minutes and every hour thereafter all day long. Listen, buying holiday gifts for people can be fun, can be annoying. Winning them on the radio, let me tell you, there's not one person on your list that wouldn't love finding out that they're going to go to Six Flags, and we'll make that happen for you all day long. Tomorrow, believe it or not, I thought we were off, but we're back with an all-new live show, and it's the
Christmas Spectacular.
Allie brings us her big gay play where she spends a lot of time printing out.
I got to work on the script today.
Which play are we doing, or are you going to surprise us tomorrow?
I'm going to surprise you tomorrow
You
because I haven't decided.
I hate this. I really do hate it. It's a tradition that only Allie thinks is important to do, but we'll be doing a live.
Excuse me, this is old school radio, okay? This is a performance.
It's theater of the mind.
Yeah, it is. It is theater of the mind. Thank you, Jake.
Vanessa is all into it. She's so excited.
Vanessa's very
excited about it.
Yeah, she wants to know what her part is. That I haven't done the casting yet. And also, this is going to be the first live streamed video edition of the Christmas play. So there will be a video element and maybe even some props and costumes.
Jesus
Christ. Costumes.
I think I got COVID or something.
No, you don't.
I'm starting karate.
I was considering doing Wicked and having you dress in green paint.
I ain't doing it. I mean, I'm glad tomorrow's our drinking show. That's where we kind of start drinking 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Bring some nog?
I'm actually considering just not casting you in the play.
Great. Super. I'll wear all black and change the scenery.
You're supposed to say, but I want to be a part of it, so
nope.
I'll change my attitude.
The Grinch.
Thank you, Vanessa.
That actually would help me with all the green paint that I just bought.
I don't need to be in it anyway. If you have been thinking to yourself, God, it's been a while since I've heard live theater on the radio, well, you'll fish your wish tomorrow. We'll be drunk while we do it, though. If you'd like to gather around and drink with us, that'll be starting nice and early at 6 o'clock tomorrow, right here live on KROQ and on the stream. Good day to start watching that stream, huh? All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we'll get out of here officially. What do we got?
All right, 626, it's only a white Christmas when you're fighting about Jamba Waffles in Agora Hills.
That is as white Christmas as you get.
310, my takeaway is Wicked is still in theaters.
According to Jake the Nerd, it's a theaters.
Here's one who's Johnny related. 626, my takeaway is Johnny has a fever of 1,000.
Talked to Johnny yesterday. He's very sick right now. So sick that he claims his fever is 1,000, which either means he doesn't know how decimal points work, which is what I believe, or he is very, very ill.
Let's see. 562, my takeaway is Jake got ripped off on a super box.
Sure did.
Really has bad luck with the box, huh?
Sure does.
And 213, my takeaway is Allie is a sellout to the tire industry. That's right. Proud of it.
What is your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
I gotta iron my clothes because they're wrinkled.
Oh, yeah. The wrinkled thing that Vanessa said. I vaguely remember.
It was if you don't know what we're talking about, and trust me, I don't, check out the podcast that goes with the complete show. You can download wherever you get your podcast.
Wrinkled, dude.
I get it now. You got a takeaway? Omar Khan, your takeaway.
Yeah, my takeaway is when Jake was a kid, he used to eat off the floor.
He used to eat off the floor with those TV trays that he thought were designed for the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, Allie, you got a takeaway?
My takeaway is me. Take me with you.
Oh, God, all the way to Hawaii.
Come on, take me with you.
Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Stick around. 40 minutes nonstop. KROQ starts now. Omar, take us out, this time without stuttering.
That they feel that that you know they feel that
Welcome to our OnlyFans. This has not been as profitable as we thought because apparently the people that are on actual OnlyFans are better looking than we look like, and they also are better speakers than we are.
I tried to do something stupid.
This is why we're making no money on OnlyFans. Hold on.
Hi, welcome to our Only... Ow.
God damn. Well, that's why we're here on YouTube, because we don't have what it takes to be on OnlyFans. But if enough people follow this page, you better believe we'll get naked and shove stuff into each other's holes.
Yeah, and if you don't subscribe, we'll probably say something stupid to get canceled anyway.
So either way, all roads lead to OnlyFans eventually. We'll see you there. In the meantime, thanks for checking out this video. You can find our show on KROQ on the radio or wherever you get your podcast. Just search Klein Alley Show.
Honk, honk.